On air.
Hello.
Hi.
Sally got late. She's wearing it proudly.
Yep.
We need to put that a little closer
Oh.
so we can actually hear John.
Popcorn noises.
Thank you. I was doing something. I don't
was doing something.
It needs to be closer to Sally.
Or pointed at Sally, but closer to John.
Yeah. Yay.
Pass me my glass.
There you go.
Boy,
Why is it?
What?
Okay, speed leveling.
Why is it over there?
Fuck. I don't have my phone.
Why is it what? What?
What's happening?
I don't know.
don't
I did something and she's upset for something. And
Nope.
do we still need to have the talk about
No.
me making the child cry? Okay.
No.
Well, she was like, we need to have a talk. Oh, I told Amanda. Never mind.
I'm Megan.
I told Amanda and Megan.
You told me first.
So, I'm sorry.
You looked
I
at me
told
and said
Megan and
Amanda.
It's alphabetical.
Oh, wow.
I told your last name and then her last name. I'm sorry.
What, dear?
suddenly we're filming a reality show in here.
We've been filming reality.
Yeah,
show
that's
for
pretty
forever.
much. That's pretty much our life.
This is yucky.
That.
Look at it.
You're missing the 8. Or not 8, but 12.
That's what my comment was.
It's got my food easy.
Luckily, you're drinking out of it.
That's like a black and green set. and a
I
black
get
and green.
2 whole skill
A
points.
purple and green and a blue.
Man.
Did Tony tell
Slim
you
is
about the
big
wedding?
dog.
that we went
Make
to?
me self-conscious.
So you know. You know.
Yeah.
It was really different. Like, really different.
I love you. Excuse me.
You need a pencil too?
Are you farting?
No, you're.
You can use the
going to take your place now.
We're doing it live.
That was the first thing that I thought too, Jess.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And like the way he said it, he did it in that voice. I was like, okay.
That voice.
That.
Yeah, boy.
All right. I think
That's that I'm about to
Oh.
fart near you, boys.
No, the weather is so weird. How was it in Santa Cruz? Was it beautiful in Santa Cruz? I really wanted to be in Santa Cruz.
It was actually very nice, yeah. A little bit hot, but we ended up finding a part of the beach that was kind of shady because there was kind of a cliff and then it dropped and there were stairs. It was West Cliff, like a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
So there's West Cliff and East Cliff.
Because these things fascinate me, and I think they fascinate you too, but
Right now?
probably don't.
I have to level you.
Oh, okay. I don't have any.
Pick up about a day.
So in like 3 weeks.
I'm like, I'm giving myself
Later
one
when?
whole point in
It'll happen.
97. So delightfully stupid.
Does everyone want to be in our gang?
Yeah.
I haven't asked Sally or John yet.
We should
Which
have Sally and
gang?
John.
Gang.
Gang?
So Disneyland has become notorious for its social clubs, the
Okay.
gangs of Disneyland.
Huh.
And Jess and I were like, we should totally do that before we go for the honeymoon.
Wait, how much was that? Sorry, really random question. How much was that bag that you found?
Which bag? The grab bag?
Yeah,
The like whatever?
yeah.
They ranged from like, the one I found initially was like $35
Okay.
for 80.
Okay.
But then as soon as I got in, it was all like boom, 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 boom. $10 for
put that back.
25, $5 for
You
12.
didn't even open it.
So-
Put that back.
Yes.
Regardless of how you put it on.
Number of skill ranks is equal to 6
Yay,
plus
I
its
love
intelligence modifier. Intelligence modifier is
So awesome.
-1, so that means 5 or just 6?
Yeah,
No, it's
5.
5.
Okay.
I'm all jelly. I want to have
Your pet is not the smartest
This
thing.
That means it's dumb enough that it doesn't learn
So since
really
I
easily.
leveled and we're now at level 12, if any of my allies are within reaching distance of Vermeil or Zelia, you get a +2 shield bonus.
Nice.
If you're anywhere.
Because she's got a huge ass. And you
Yeah.
just be like, bam, bam.
basically.
This is the most
Wave on the donk donk in your face.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, I think they're arguing in the middle of combat and get in the way of each other and like
Something.
The tail
something
keeps
just.
slapping back and forth
Yeah.
because one's trying to go one way and one's
Yeah.
trying to go the other way.
Yeah. Stop hitting myself. Stop hitting myself. I hate you so much.
Is your face. What? Oh. Hi.
Ugh. But yes, so surprisingly, I had not come across any group called the Lost Boys and
Okay.
Girls.
There it is.
And on the internet, I'm saying this. I'm not allowed to refer to it as L-bags, which I will continually tell that joke to compensate.
Oh,
Perfect.
So yes, you are welcome to be members of this particular social club and rep it should you decide to get a jacket and the patches
We
and
need
such.
we need to make cuts.
what?
Exactly,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
and I am commandeering a couple of the artists at this table to make me design patches so that I can then order them and or we can pitch in to purchase them or whatever.
Nice.
Because
But wait, what do we do besides that? Do we go to Disneyland wearing them and then
Yeah.
we're just all badass?
yeah.
Cool.
And if we ever all manage to go again, we can look like a ridiculous crew of people. And,
That's awesome.
it's
Did
fun.
we get
Yeah.
like cool gang names?
Maybe. I actually, because I think of those things. But before we get to that, I was going to say that Jess and I are actually going to get small patches of the Tinkerbell wand and my Hatter hat, so that we can then give to you guys, so that should the gang expand, you'll know who got inducted by who.
There you go.
So we were like the originals or whatever.
Yeah, if me or her bring someone in, they'll get one of our patches, and if you wish to bring
Does that
other
mean we get
people's
both patches?
get your own patch. It could, yeah.
It's like you
Good
signed
idea.
us,
We're the OGs.
and then we
Yeah.
can
We're
sign
gonna put the
others.
SJ original patch on our jackets.
Well, yeah, and on the so a lot of them do
Right.
their group name,
I don't know.
and then on the bottom they do
that-
Disneyland, because most of them are like
Points to.
season pass holders who go super regularly. But more traditional biker patches have whatever town they're out of or whatever location.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, Silicon
San
City,
Joe.
because we live in we live in Silicon Valley, or something. But yeah, I don't know. We'll
I
see.
think I prefer Bay Area to Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
personally.
but there's a bunch of bays.
It's true.
Yay
like
area.
Other
Yay.
gay area.
It goes all along with hyphy.
We're from the Yay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
That's what my
Hey,
spouse is gonna
and
say.
yeah, and instead of one universal fat patch that everyone has, it'll be whatever character you want or whatever.
Hey, if you raise Constitution, is it retro? No.
Does it retroactively
Yes.
impact?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because usually when you build a higher level character, you just add it on top of everything. So
Yep.
sure, why not? What did you roll for your HP?
4.
6.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's 4 out of 6. So 6 numbers.
What was I going to look at?
I mean, my total is just 76. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Megan's
much
winning
lose
for
speed?
HP.
Winning as in losing or winning
Yeah.
as in
No, she's winning because her HP is a very specific number.
169?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
That's right.
Wait, yours is more than
Oh,
mine? Maybe I
yeah.
don't want to raise my Constitution now.
Do I have does Tumblefoot level with me?
Yeah, because he
I'm gonna
levels
do
on
this
druids.
instead.
Yep.
I think I'm going to raise my
He's a
dex.
batter badger
Let's do
now.
that.
Yep.
Bigger batter badger.
No, I'm going to leave it at -1 because it's amusing.
It's a level 8 badger. You're on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, because he gets 1 for every druid and then -4 ranger.
Read the pencil stuff again.
Something?
If you need an eraser.
Yeah.
We'll keep it then.
Something ridiculous like that.
Or no, is that spells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody want to be ridiculous and open the salsa con queso and be like cheese on cheese.
Yeah. That's not ridiculous.
No.
Right.
Would you like me-
cheese thing? Cheese
Would anyone like me to bring out some actual salsa?
Oh, I spinched it.
Takers?
I'm
No?
good with that. No,
No?
I'm okay.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Just make sure.
There you go.
Oh, there's spicy nacho.
Strength dex bonus.
Oh, it goes up by that much. They both go up.
As in my ability scores.
I believe so. Yeah, because it's every like 4, just like sooner and then something like that. I think so. Yeah.
What is it?
Double check.
Sir?
Oh, it's her Eidolon.
I'm ranking up the Eidolon,
Mhm.
and it says strength / dex bonus +5. So is that raising the ability score?
Yeah, because it already has +4, right?
Yeah.
No.
What does it have?
Strength 16, ability modifier 3, dex 20, ability modifier 5.
Well, what's the strength? The 16, and the dex is 20.
20.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
+4 from whatever it had before. Now it just goes up by 1.
Really level
Here,
up
double
at
check.
all until
And the
9th
text.
level.
No.
Not really. Only a little bit. He gets skill point, and he can have 4
yeah.
feet.
See,
He gets another feat.
it's fantastic.
And a skill point. Let's give you.
He's not allowed to have more than 4 feet.
I know. He goes up to 4 because he only had 3. Oh, he.
John.
You got it on camera. That's a good. That's what I needed.
Okay, I want to take a spell called Spell Immunity, but it doesn't say that I need to have rolled a spellcraft to know what spells, like the spells I want to be immune. Wait,
Look at
that
it.
makes sense. Like language. Where are you from? Ultimate Combat.
Oh, okay. Here, give me the book.
Your
Right there.
survival.
Look in the book. Or
Book.
yeah, double check it there. And if it doesn't make sense, I'll make a ruling.
Okay, add this modifier to the
Because
Eidolon
I was
strength
waiting
and
for some
dexterity
weird
scores.
supplement. I was gonna be like, no.
What do
It's
you
a
want?
third
Add that
party.
what?
Add it to their strength and dexterity scores as determined by its base form.
Oh yeah, because its snake form has base stats, and then this gets added on. So yeah, those go up by
Okay, so-
+1 to the base score. So now it's 17. And
I get it
21.
now.
Yeah.
I thought it wanted me to add 5, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
No, it's like DAB. You're broken.
Yeah, that's why I was. That's why I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
We would have figured it out. Don't worry. How is that dumb thing doing that much damage? No. Oh no.
Good. What'd you get? Call my Eidolon dumb.
Even if it's true,
She's not dumb. She's just.
we're gonna have to dig it out with more
Not
tricks.
intelligent.
She's just.
She's
not-
average.
She's immature.
She's average
She's-
intelligence.
Thinking impaired.
Yeah, you're immature.
Okay, what the hell?
See, that's
It's not
why.
in here. It only has the communal version in here. Maybe it's in the core? What does CRB mean? The core book?
Yep.
Okay,
Hmm?
it's in the core book.
What?
Yeah,
CRB.
What's in the
Only
CRB?
only the greater version is in here, and that's the light.
I've got a core if you need it. No?
So do I.
Oh, you need a core as well? Here. You take that one.
No, John has one. Looks
And
like
you,
he
you
has.
take that one. Oh, you're under one. You're on.
Yeah. I'm on top of the floor.
Yeah,
That's
screw
what
you.
I was saying.
No, you get it. Yeah, fine.
No, screw you.
Screw that.
I've come to have sex with your family.
You don't want to.
No.
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 Maybe my brother, but
Very sexy.
No, I think he'd be rough.
that might be
Be
okay.
vigorous. No. I need gentle lovers.
I'm kind of tired.
Happy to live. I'm a delicate young man.
Every time I say my family that I'm delicate, they all laugh at me in the face.
Yeah, because they raised you.
Okay, I'm gonna read this. So tell me if this sounds weird. The warded creature is immune to the effects of one specified spell for every 4 levels you have. The spells must be a 4th level or lower. The warded creature effectively has unbeatable spell resistance regarding the specified spell or spells, and it's where?
So So you have to call a specific spell for
Well,
it.
anyway, naturally, that immunity doesn't protect the creature from spells for which spell resistance doesn't apply. Spell immunity protects against spells, spell-like effects of magic items, and innate spell-like abilities of creatures.
That's
Does
pretty
not
good.
protect against supernatural or extraordinary abilities such as breath weapons or gaze attacks.
Because
Only-
those are physical. Those
Yeah.
are normal.
Only a particular spell can be protected against on a certain domain or school of spells or a group of spells that are similar in effect. The creature can only have one spell immunity or creative spell immunity effect on it at a time. That's it. So, but it doesn't really say what I was asking,
Which was?
can I say that I cast a spell and make somebody immune to a spell I don't actually know or have access to? Is that a thing, or do I need to do the spellcraft roll to recognize it and then be able to? I don't even know.
I think because it's so narrow, you should be able to create immunity for pretty much anything.
Ooh, those peanut butter M&Ms.
But
All my favorite things are here.
Right?
I don't know.
I mean, it's only 4th level or lower, and it's only one. I mean, I was specifically looking to protect against things like Charm Person and Dominate.
Which
But-
you're familiar with, aren't you?
I don't.
One could argue you've definitely studied it.
Yeah, well, they're in
Or
my
come across it?
schools because I
One
mean,
of them got
I have
shanked
both.
in there.
Like, I have
your
Cleric,
M&Ms.
Oracle, and Sorcerer Wizard in my realm of possible spells I could learn. So
Well,
I just don't want it because I don't want it to seem like too super cheaty. Because I mean, it basically says it's like you have
Well-
perfect spell resistance. It's kind of a lot.
let's go with if you're if there's a reasonable chance you're familiar with the spell or what it does, you're able to do it. You're able to negate that. But if we start getting into weird esoteric stuff, then I'd be like, no, make me those spellcraft checks, make me those checks.
Okay, so just
But
when
for
I
like-
cast,
But for like Dominate or Charm Person, that sounds okay because those are spells that people come across all the time. They are potentially spells you've come across yourself and studied.
You could potentially learn those, right?
That's what she was saying. So
They're in your.
yeah, but I mean,
wheelhouse.
since I'm basically Sorcerer Oracle, not Cleric Wizard. So I'm more limited access. I can only learn them when I get a level. I can't just like read a book and be like, oh yeah. But whatever. I guess that doesn't really matter so much. Anyway, that's all I want to know.
oh, it's right there.
What were we?
I would like to try some of those M&Ms.
What were we waiting for my next level?
Now we'll look down upon him and go. What were we? What
We were waiting for my next level to give him another evolution.
were we?
Yes.
Cool. Was it to make it? It was make it big enough to ride.
No, it's already large.
That's right.
To give it flying.
I already fight.
Give it another set of legs.
Maybe.
I think that might have been what it was.
It already has limbs
Oh,
but it has limbs and 4 points on limbs. So that means it has hands and feet.
So you don't really need more than unless you want 6, which is cool.
Maybe it was to give it another attack.
Maybe.
Claw bite instead of just
Yeah,
bite.
because you sacrificed something to get the.
I think it was its wings.
Oh right, it doesn't have wings currently.
Yeah, because of the flight. But it
Because,
doesn't need wings
No.
for
No.
but you could give it wings and then give it like wing buffet or wing over and open up its
We
potential.
only have one more evolutionary slot.
And it'll be a little. I don't think
It has a sail.
I don't think you have a limit on how many you can do.
All about.
Check the actual character thing and not just the sheet. Because I don't recall there being any limit on how many evolutions you can take. Because I'm sure people are like, give me all the 1 points. Then let's go through the 2. And then by level 20, they're like, I got into the level 4s, but meh.
That's probably what's happening, yes.
Alone receives a number of evolutionary points can be spent. New ability, blah blah blah. Abilities, evolutions require. Number of evolutions granted. Attack, natural attacks.
Oh, you lost your D12?
Attack.
Or no, your D8. Apparently, I don't know the difference between D8s and D12s.
I'm sorry, what'd you do?
Oh.
I lost one of my pen.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, they're yours.
Oh, that's yeah.
She went and picked out mine, and I was like, "You lost my D8."
Bum, bum.
Now that
You
set is
need
completely
that for
useless to me.
healing things or murdering things with my bigger sword.
Yeah, that's right.
There it is.
I guess it doesn't really.
If other people want them, they need to get in on them quick before I eat them all.
No, I know. That's why I'm.
Can I have a green one, please?
There.
Would you like one of
That's
them?
inspiring for me. Okay. 663.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yeah, as the limiter seems to be how many points you have,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a limit on how many evolutions you can take.
I did see.
And you will top out at some point as to what you need in order to create this creature, and then start to get to do things you want to do, or things that sound cool.
Okay, so when Buffett, an Eidolon learns to use its wings, batter its foes, granting it a 2-wing Buffett attack.
She doesn't have wings yet, I don't think.
But she had wings, and then when I learned flight, she lost her wings.
Yeah, so now we got to give her wings again.
But there's no wings.
There should be.
Gills. Mount,
Just
pinchers,
random
pounce,
gills.
pull, bite.
It might be a 2. It might be a 3 point.
Right in your face.
Because I think it assumes that the wings are big enough to be functional.
Swallow whole. Ooh, let's get that.
I knew a lady at a camp once who could swallow whole.
Sure.
She was very talented.
They tend to hang around camps. Yeah.
Tails got a tail.
You mean like band camp?
No, those are flutes. That's swallow flute. That's
No.
different.
There's nothing that says fly. Or do I think this is wings?
That's weird.
When you get flight, Eidolon, when you get flight, the Eidolon it grows large wings, like a bird or a bat or an insect, dragon, blah, 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 ability to fly. When you put the extra 2 additional evolution points into it, the Eidolon flies by means of magic. It loses its wings, but its maneuverability increases to perfect. So does that mean I have to take another 2 points and then fly?
No, that seems silly.
Like,
No, I think. I don't know what I did. I don't know what we did. What did we
Make
do?
rainbows.
We-
Oh, there it is.
What are you, a level 2 gnome? What is this?
At heart, okay.
Start talking to me when you can bring people back from the dead. I think that's going to be necessary soon.
What
There it
isn't that 5th level spells? I've only got 4th level spells because I'm weirdly multi-class.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
like a special person.
You're the half and half.
Yeah. Just couldn't decide. Okay.
Nope.
So okay, do people
There you
want stone skin or scrying? Those are the 2 I want to get. I can only choose one.
stone skin. We're probably about something.
Okay, well next level I'm gonna start spying on people.
Which is funny because she's all wind based, so it's like
Yeah, that's
It's true.
Windskin.
be the rock.
I must learn the tactics of my greatest foes. Stones.
Yep.
Rocks.
Well, it's like earthbending is the hardest for airbenders to learn
Mm-hmm.
because they're opposites.
I mean,
It's
hey,
like
I like
firebending is
scrying.
the hardest for waterbending and vice versa.
Yep.
Or maybe I can just never mind. I could do sonic damage. I could.
Where's
3. Hey, there's a possible spell I can use where I can inhale a gas and then spit it out as a breath weapon.
that's hot.
If it's air, right? It's like, I don't know.
What about constrict?
That might be cool.
Since it's serpentine.
Yeah. That's right.
If it'll crush you.
All right. So let's
It'd be
see.
like Kama.
Mm-hmm. Although she would sing ridiculous 80s pop songs. Do you really want to hurt
Just freaking
me?
heart starts playing. These dreams go on goes by. It's like all. One of them does like the dum dum
Yeah.
in the
mhm,
background.
Yeah.
The other one sings
Yeah.
the.
Half of a barbershop quartet.
Wait a minute.
Right.
When you grab it,
Okay, we met another one of our species. Now we can do a full one.
Whenever the Eidolon successfully grapples a foe using the grabbed evolution, does that mean I need grab before I can constrict?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can get greater aggressive thundercloud. That's funny.
Fucking Eidolon.
This is why some nerds have spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, okay, at this level, I know exactly what I'm going to get because ultimately, I'm going to get here.
I don't know.
And then the characters die at level 3.
Yep.
I never
Yeah,
really
son of a
planned
bitch.
that far ahead because I like choosing as I go.
Because I might die at
Like
level 3.
all this work.
I mean, like, most of my characters in Ryan's game have been like, I decided to build a class right here just because I felt like it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty fun at the
For
time.
reals.
So my characters always end up compared to everyone else, but at level 20, I'm just like rocking it. I'm like, I'm the person that makes this party work.
Sally's holy grail is eventually getting a pinnacle ability because she never does.
I don't care.
That would require a go full progression.
Do you think I care when I can be
Usually
arcane
prestige.
trickster
Yeah.
with limited wish? Do I care?
No, because then you just wish that you have whatever ability that is.
Yeah,
and you're like,
basically.
I got it. I can do that. Pass the spinach. Or the...
Yeah.
No, this one got attacked a little bit.
Spinach dip is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
How about rend? An Eidolon learns to rip and tear the flesh of those it attacks with its claws.
You just like the words.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. God damn it.
I guess I could just save the 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
You could get a 4 or a 3 or a 4 point. Mm. Yeah, because somebody had to mention that
Could learn
stones
magic.
are not air. I'm going to end up getting scratched.
You're just gonna sit on your points, and
Yeah.
then next time you level, you're I don't
You're
know,
like,
turn
oh,
into
shit.
some sort of hell beast.
Kind of already is.
Okay.
Most people look at it and go, ugh.
Makes that sound.
Okay, I'm just getting
I think she makes more like a.
So apparently there's a meme.
commence the spy. There was creepy spying on people.
That's what I imagined. her
Apparently there's a meme in the Penny Arcade D&D groups that anytime a creature makes an expressive noise or a roar or a creak or groan or anything,
Mhm.
someone jumps in and goes,
Mhm.
it's like, and the beast hisses.
Oh, well, that's fucking stupid. Never mind.
So like it happened a couple times during listening to one of their adventures, and you're just like, that's fucking ridiculous. It opens its maw and lets out a terrifying noise.
The dragon's meow was the grief on me.
Yeah, right. You're like, no, not again.
Anyway, like, we can start. I'm just.
It's okay. This
What if
group
we
is
get
fine. I already
something
killed a
going?
bunch of dragons.
We're down how many dragons?
Like
Whatever.
6, man. There's a whole pod.
What's a collection of dragons?
A flight.
Smolder.
Failed me.
A flight,
It's not a bad.
I like this.
a wing.
I broke your smolder.
We broke their smolder.
Yeah.
I like the picture with the 2 ravens, and it's called Attempted Murder.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
That's my favorite.
Nice.
This is how this game will end on an ironic note.
Attempted Murder?
It's like a dragon's roost. We can take him. We've done it before.
And you're like, those aren't dragons. That's not a dragon.
What the hell is wrong with these dragons? Why are they so fucking big? They must be gigantic. dragons.
Well, okay, no, that makes sense. They get older, they get bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
We fought baby dragons earlier,
Spinach.
and your brain finally starts to put two and two together. I don't think
Yep.
those were dragons, guys. No, really.
Realize this band of adventurers. I don't think they were dragons.
I don't know, guys.
Beware the beast of
Bring my voice.
You were what? What's wrong with your FaceTime?
No, I was singing.
Yeah,
I had work from. I had to be at work at 6 o'clock this morning, so
Sorry.
I'm
I hear
You
you.
think you're still muted?
not entirely.
I just have to watch Sailor Moon.
No, I watched Sailor Moon today. But I have an Exaltation of Larks. It's James Lipton's book where he just names off all the different like terms for groups of things. And I'm
you,
sure
James Lipton.
dragons are in there because
I
it
bet. I bet.
because like every single one of these people has a different term for it.
He was a pimp. Literally.
Mhm.
So I
That's
hear.
awesome. I mean, he still is, figuratively.
Well, yes. He's continuing spiritually his initial work.
Mm-hmm. So, you're awoken, or let's see, who?
It looks like
you two bunk together.
Well,
Or-
we share a room that was split in half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
We share a wall.
So you are awoken early
Did we
by
even sleep? I mean, there was like all the stuff that went down last night.
you. It wasn't too late into the night,
Okay.
but it was It was definitely after hours. But I think after a little while, you all managed to calm down and be like, we need to get some rest because
I
we're
fell
hitting it at
asleep
dawn.
snuggled up on
Oh yeah.
floor.
Yes, you did.
Did you go back to him?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Wasn't gonna miss that opportunity. Get some quality snuggles.
Yeah.
Right. Even the badger got in on it. So.
Well,
right.
he's there
Yeah.
to chaperone as well because
Yeah.
I
That
don't
must be
know.
awkward as fuck. Your brother hanging out on your dates, getting in his
Dude,
lap.
well, it'd be
getting
like basically be like trying to cuddle with Huckleberry around. Cock Blockleberry.
Huckleberry.
That cat. Every time I had like,
You knew.
yeah, he'd come over and just
Smell
be
the,
like,
smell the
"Hey,
pheromones.
I'm gonna walk right across your balls, and then I'm gonna curl up right between you guys." Like,
Yep.
like cat.
You know.
Okay.
So you are awoken by Norlison,
Mm.
and he's like, I didn't know if you guys were going to be up at a proper hour if you wanted to be awoken, but it's about dawn, and I have the new manifest for you.
Thank you, Captain.
We're supposed to wait.
And he hands you the new list, and he says, and he's like, yes, we're sending, yeah, so you've got a decent group going out with you. They are already assembled, and
We
they
wrote them down last time, right?
I wrote down the original ones, but now there's more because we were just supposed to have like 8, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
we have like a whole platoon.
Wait, I don't remember that happening.
Because I went down to Norlson and I was like, "Hey, remember that amulet?" Well, I finally figured out how it worked.
Mhm.
Oh right,
Yeah,
right.
and it was a second business. He goes, "Oh, you're fine," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." And it was just like, "Oh fuck, we need more people."
That's right. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're immune because you're." Like, oh wait, no, that's
No.
that's not how. It is.
somewhat
That's
the
right.
opposite.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that. You were the
That's not at all how that
Pharisees.
is.
Yeah. And Lorenzen is like, I haven't considered that.
So you've never
Give me 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
hot. I'm gonna be in my bunk.
Yep.
So now we have like a full fucking army.
Okay.
A small army.
I was busy snuggling. So.
Yeah, you were.
He came back and he was like, "Yeah, I fixed everything."
I fix things. That's what I do. Yeah, should be turned on. Did I say that out loud? It's all right.
I lost it.
Now I'm aggressive now. Ha! See? Ha! Anyway, would you like the new manifest now that you have a longer list?
Sure.
Down here, if you want to check names off. All right. So
Let's get our name dudes.
from the top, your second in command will still be Knight Captain of the Shield, Harmony Tarda.
Theod Wessel Elf.
Under sword, you will now be accompanied by Head Sergeant Purity Deemsley,
Why you send me one of those bitches?
because it's a co-ed
No.
military operation. Do you want to just check things off on here?
No, I want
Because
to write
they're-
them down.
This
Nordison
is
totally
too
did it
many.
on purpose.
This is a few dozen. So
Well, I've already got. I assume you're keeping the original 8
yes.
and adding more.
Okay, so double check with the original 8 because I'm just going down the list.
What did you just say?
Head Sergeant Purity Deemsley.
No purity.
She is also a tiefling.
Tiefling named Purity.
They take
Sometimes-
on aspects
Yeah.
that they either wish to emulate.
Yeah. I just kept my.
Nordison was like, "Oh yeah, lady, yeah. Let me send you all the ladies in the platoon. Something's bound to happen."
Under her, haha,
Ah.
is Arming Sergeant Darren Glowshield.
Sounds like he's a member of Duran Duran.
Mhm.
Arming Sergeant Gravin Arth.
Gravin Arth.
Gravin Arth.
Arth.
So Gravenarth. It's not.
It's
They're
Sure.
so separate.
sure.
Don't
It's
use my
technically-
whole name every time.
Yes.
It's
No, but you're Gravenarth.
Okay, you ready for this one? Corporal Jari Hakrauza Turfidzim.
Wow.
What's the
Wait.
point of giving them names if you can't even pronounce them?
Okay, some of these I made up my own. Some of them are off of name generators. Some of them are modified from name generators
it's too many.
because I wanted a mix of cultures and creeds.
Makes
Corporal Tenebri Theanezan.
Good luck.
One more time.
Let's see how you're spelling them.
Tenebri Theanezan.
Right? He's casting darkness.
So why'd you have to cast magic missile? Corporal Labeth Mitt Regenthini. You know, you can also reference them here for proper
No,
spelling.
she's
Okay.
gonna say I'm wrong anyway because she
All
doesn't
right.
know any of these people.
All right. No, that's fine.
Labeth Met what?
Labeth Mitt Regenthini.
So 3 names.
There's an apostrophe. Labeth apostrophe Mitt Regenthini. I tried to avoid apostrophes, but I knew they were an inevitability. And also Corporal Arakarswith Joffrey here.
It's fantasy names. You can't avoid apostrophe.
Joffrey.
Especially if you use generators.
Yeah,
it's like
he's-
apostrophes and Y's.
He's Arakarswith, so there's Joffrey here.
Our cars with Joffrey hair.
And Gaston's not going. No, okay.
Too bad.
Sorry. If you care to know, the guys from Spear have been incorporated into your forces and have therefore been assigned certain units. So I've made those notations myself. Units, yeah, like a dick.
We got more units.
Oh, sorry. One more corporal.
So I just heard Unix, and I was like, you can have a
It's a
couple of
Unix
those.
system. I know this. Just have to find the right file.
All right,
Another corp.
Corporal Ivan Neural.
I was hoping you would say Drago there, but
There might be a Drago in here, but
Well,
not him.
Ivan Earl is a real person. He did all the background art for Sleeping Beauty.
And then
that's amazing.
now into lower ranks, Hannelore Hansworthy.
Hansworthy by name, Hansworthy
Nope,
by
didn't have one.
reputation.
Maybe
Hannah
not.
what?
Hannelore.
A little bit of column A, a little bit
Hansworthy.
of column B. Why don't you stick around and find out?
Okay. Nice.
Holdger Humfeist.
Holdger.
No one is allowed to
Christ.
tell Eliana any of these people's names.
He
She will
is
just
a dwarf.
laugh at them.
Some of these are also other races, but I'm just like, some of these seem sort of obvious.
And Purity is a tiefling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another dwarf.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just giving some dragons.
Gram Dram Long Pull.
Hell yeah.
What takes so long to pull? Well, it depends on what night it is.
Or what side?
Long pole.
Okay.
Halster Quiven.
Why can't I decide on this?
I already had Ivan.
Okay.
There we go. Halster Quiven.
Weird. Startle. Severus Truman. Volkamar Cleavegoot.
Cleave good, huh?
Nice.
Does he have an axe?
No.
He should, if his name is Cleave.
Right? Yeah. You can cleave with a sword. You can cleave good with a sword.
I suppose.
Let's see here. Erica
That
McConaughey.
name came from something else.
That thing where I was
Oh, but it's
so I wrote
mechanized.
The word that
It's-
was being
it's-
said. Luckily, I
Dicks, dicks, dicks.
This is what's
Penis.
gonna happen there.
Tridithus Ivor Drops.
This turned into fan fiction.
Who is Elvish.
Yeah, damn it. No, I don't like that one either. Stupid, expensive foci.
Elegion
Foci?
Varigual. Marlimer Alighted. I forget what he was. Oh,
Apparently
No.
unimportant.
well, I guess he's going now because it was supposed to be Neb and Thatcher, but whatever. Agubash Zorgal. Half orc. Yarton Lake. Rudyard Voral. Oh, yeah.
He was familiar.
Okay.
What?
Rudyard Voral. Ansel Sanser. It sounds like a bad graduation. Wayne Dempster.
The Dempster.
The damps.
So Damps. Stop it.
It's now officially a party. Stop popping your collar. That's no. Wear your uniform properly.
Stop trying to sea walk.
Stephen Dunstan. Dunstan, rather. Rosemary Kia.
I'm here for a reason, and I forgot who it was.
Ariana Biggs.
I'm just gonna get whispering. Wait, conversing wind. There we go.
Richard Knox.
That means I can talk to people far away.
Yeah, Dick Knox.
Dick Knox.
Some of these are jokes, some of these are not. Some of these are intended, some of these are not.
That's great.
Ashton Skinner.
Yeah.
And those are all members of
Sword.
Sword. Now into Bow. I think you already had Eiley Lee Crowerford. She's the half orc with almost no
have-
teeth.
Anton Guile from Bow.
Yes, but now we're gonna have a couple more.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I
You-
don't have an Eiley.
Oh, you should have her.
I have Harmony,
Yeah.
Theod, Wessel, Elf, Wesselton. Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Father
Sorry.
Clint, Head Srang Crawford, and Anton Guile,
hmm
Darren Glowshield. I wrote him twice too.
No Eileen. No Ellie Lee. Well, she's going now.
Yeah.
Crowleyfrid. Ellie Lee Crowleyfrid. She's a head sergeant.
Ellie Lee,
Mm-hmm.
Crowleyford,
Crowleyfrid.
Crowley.
Perhaps they meant it to be Crowleyfrid, but
Okay.
who will ever know? Arming Sergeant Ariel Erickson. Lushorn Zargburl.
One more time.
Lushorn
Mm-hmm.
Zargburl.
Zarg.
I think he's a tiefling. I don't remember. Oh no, maybe. Oh yeah, he is actually. Anton.
So who was something?
Hmm?
What was Ellie Lee or Ariel? Were they something?
Ariel's just a human.
Okay,
Ellie Lee was a half orc.
that was it.
You've encountered her before.
I'm sure I've
She-
encountered many of these people.
Yes, but she was there when the refugees came in. Lashorn Anton, Cherie Downs, and that should be it for Bo. What can spiders do?
Get 100 babies.
Yeah, and then some. All right.
Mm.
Let us teach her the fear of creatures. Anyway, so now we're into Shield.
I'm gonna pause you.
Yeah.
Is it really important for me to know all these names?
Well, you're almost done because there's only like 2 or 3 in Shield, and 1 or 2 in Spirit
I know,
Forces.
but
You're almost done.
All right, go ahead.
Well, that's why I was just gonna say to cross them off on the list.
Yeah, but
if you're done,
that would be
yeah,
like 8 fucking names, like 15 fucking names. I'd be like, I don't know. I just see shit.
what I did.
Basically,
All right.
Cillia's like, I'm not paying attention.
I have OCD, not OCD, but like,
You have a compulsion.
yeah,
All right, so I think
I don't
you
know.
already
I
have.
think,
No.
I think I copied Felix's homework all the time.
yeah, she does.
I think you already have Squire Theodlesev Wilsitson. That sounded familiar.
Yes, I have the
But you are now also taking Justine Krivesmo, who's also part of Shield.
what was the last name?
Krivesmo
No.
and Beldal Boder.
Bildal Boder.
And then last but not least, Spirit Forces. Father Hans was already coming along. You're also taking Corporal Dalgar Ironheel, as he's going to be one of your head trail breakers, heading back to his old camp.
Corporal Dalgar.
Dalgar Ironheel, he's one of the spear refugees. And Daggerbert Grim is also coming along.
Engelbert Humptyback. He's my favorite.
If someone here is named Slut Bonwalla, then that is on your own conscience. All right, so you should have about 35-ish names there. Decent size platoon of various
I had a mouthful.
skills. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're also taking
I kind of,
Simper Gotchic as well.
I remember.
That's right.
I kind of feel like I'm while Felix was reading that, Cillia just like fell asleep again. Just like,
Oh, I'm not awake. You gave it to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's committing it to memory. That's what that is.
Yes.
Because Leon takes that stuff very seriously.
I'm bored. Can we leave now? Are we there yet?
I was like, who woke you up?
There yet?
Yeah,
You
who did
just-
you wake up?
Well, So far, I just got the
Yeah, like
message, so I'm gonna go do the rounds now. Knock on everybody's door.
well, I am on the roof with my tail hanging down with a bell on it. Ring for service.
Well, I still knock on the door. I won't presume.
Right?
I travel with 3 ladies, all barging rooms.
So,
One of them
you know
doesn't
someone's
think
just
they're a
gonna want
lady.
to pull on it.
Well, that's kind of the point. Like, you're supposed to come in and just, like, ring it
No, but
to wake her up.
just yank on it.
Yeah, and then I yank her back up with you attached to it like it's prehensile.
That's great.
Why are you pulling on my tail?
I don't know how this works. This is new. This is very new.
With Batman voice, why are you pulling?
Swear
to me. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, that's right. I ate them.
It's very sad.
I hate when that
So
happens.
disappointed.
I really wish I had a couple leftover haircuts so I could be like,
I hate when you do that because, like, I can almost see myself in the past being like, haha, I'm eating the last ones. Fuck you, future me.
hand me the bag so it doesn't torment you further.
And you slip your hand in the bag and you're like, fuck.
Fucking pass me. You're an asshole. But you got them chips though, so it's okay.
Try not to eat anymore.
All right, yeah. So
Did anybody want some Hawaiian love on the side right away?
so Leon comes around and
Yes.
knocks on all the doors.
I'm outside.
Except for
Yeah,
you
that's
and
right.
Ford are there snuggled on the ground.
I mean, I feel like we probably woke up and people started moving around. So, like,
I
for
doubt
once,
there's probably some activity.
Aliena's like, I'm ready to go.
Because you were outside.
I was outside already.
Well, at some point, Ford like gets up a bit and looks over towards the wagon. And he's all like, "Delia," and Delia's all like, "Meh," and he's like, "All right," and then crawls back into his tent unless you're there.
No, I'm awake. I got my
I guess
2
I hear
hours of
knocking.
sleep.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Me and the badger are awake. It's dawn. We wake up anyway.
We were supposed to leave.
I have the manifest. I show it to you.
Looks over it. Oh, what is wrong with all these people's names?
Says Bailey's.
Close. My name is perfectly easy to pronounce.
So who's Pahelis?
Hellas. I guess if you're reading it.
I tell
Um,
Oh, son of a bitch! I erased it.
All right. I still knock on Aliena's door
I think I just open it.
because I have no.
As you knock on it, I just go in.
All right.
It wasn't me.
She's not here.
It wasn't me. It doesn't count.
creeping on the sofa.
Who and me?
He's not here. Maybe the bottle of wine worked.
Connect.
I
She's
elbow your
outside
door.
giving people orders. She doesn't really know what she's ordering them
Pop,
to do.
let's go.
You do notice a good 2 or 3 dozen people. Sorry,
Your actual
about
uniform.
3 dozen
Muster.
people mustered,
Really?
ready.
Yeah.
Oh,
Official business. Come dress prepared.
Like you're ordering people for things that they probably do like every morning anyway.
You there. You must prepare
Yeah.
to embark.
Ram's not flagged.
Gather the supplies.
Go fetch water.
Everything's already done.
He's like, he has a bucket in his hand. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
there's too many layers on this thing.
Put it on.
I don't like.
I will put it
Perception
on you.
checks, everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah. Nat 20!
You know, every
Yes.
6.
I got
so
14.
close.
19.
19.
Wait, I don't think
That's
I
a full
have
14.
But plus 14.
No, but it's
so
I got 2.
So
I got
33.
It's in your
so
skills.
I know stuff.
Yeah, no,
So,
I just didn't get any.
in previous
On the
days,
other side of the
the
page,
camp doesn't
babe.
really
Top corner.
wake up
Wait, what?
until
What are we
after
talking
breakfast.
about now? Oh, we're talking her.
Today is very different.
15.
Everyone
See where it
is
says
up and a
skills?
bustle and
Shit,
alert.
shit got real.
There's extra people on the
There
walls.
should be one that says perception.
They're not there at station. They're just kind of there
there's a bunch of people heading out too.
There's a few more people
So
training out in various places.
Vermeil got 28. Apparently, Zelia's taking a nap, and I got that 20.
You hear various snippets of conversation from around the barrack, from around the fortress. Some of them involving, yes, we're going to take back Spear. There's devils who took over Spear, and we're going to kill them.
Demons.
Why don't we have paladins? Why don't we wait for more priests? We didn't think Father Clint was that powerful.
Wow, nice faith.
Yeah, Clint
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
You notice a few people in with the mustard soldiers who are like saying goodbye and sort of like as if they're not going to come back,
As I stomp into the middle of the ground,
because you also hear a few mutters of the new commanders are cursed as well.
I walk
Look
into the
what
middle
you
of the
did.
yard. Look, excuse me. I walk into the middle of the yard and just as loud as I can. Fall in!
And so instantly the soldiers mustered there who are supposed to be going snap to. The ones who are not back away off to a distance, at least a few yards out.
And then I yell, all of you!
A few of them don't know what that means, but
Glare
in
in line.
I'm trying to look
You
into
better do it.
some of the people on the wall come down, and a bunch of them sort of get the idea, and then all of a sudden there's like there's a second rank alongside. There's still some hubbub going on around at the rest of the camp, but they didn't appear to be directly yelled at, so they're not sure. Although a couple people come running because they want to make sure that they're not in trouble if they are,
The
because they
scary
see
one that smells like sulfur.
because they see other people
Did you
falling
get pissed
in
off?
that aren't supposed to be
Mhm.
lined up. Half armor, half clothed, some of them with food, without, sort of thing. Yeah, you definitely have this area's attention, and you don't hear anything else of the sort.
Okay. Should it be a diplomacy or a charisma?
It depends on what you're trying to accomplish.
Pep talk.
Intimidate. Oh.
St. Crispin's Day.
Diplomacy.
Nat 20! And I give them the most inspiring motherfucking
Once
thought.
more into the breach, my friends.
They're succubuses. They're not devils. They're demons, damn it.
Today will be our Independence Day.
Yes. I give them the most amazing fucking pep talk
Go
they've
quietly
ever
into
heard
that
in their
night.
life.
I cry a little bit.
So yeah, some of the most eloquent words to ever come out of Faylee's head just suddenly happens.
Didn't know she was capable of it.
No, none of you did.
I wonder if it's an extra effect of
Elliot.
getting macked on by the
Right? It's like
other.
Elliot in the pad.
Makes me eloquent, so I don't know.
Actually,
Wow.
Tumblefoot's all like, "You get laid?"
What's going on?
Almost.
She's taking charge,
Did you call
and she's taking charge of things, and I don't normally speak human, but they all seem to be really down with whatever she's saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
she got laid.
Maybe.
Like who?
Mm.
That's your next question. Like, who was it?
Yeah.
Who or what?
Mm.
Like, I don't know what she thinks of. I don't know what she's into. Or who she's into.
So yeah, a bunch of them stand up a little straighter. Then a bunch of them have less looks of doubt in their eyes.
It's like incessant elbow.
That's the point.
Right?
All right, we're getting ready.
Did I just have all those?
Going back to your duties and no more of that talk.
I think they have joints, but do they have elbows?
What?
Badgers.
I don't know.
I would assume.
Oh yeah, because they. I don't know if that. I don't know.
Some of the ones who assembled,
Google two badgers.
unexpectedly.
Two badgers have elbows.
some of them break off to go find something to do, and some of them kind of stand there for a bit, not sure. But
I say dismissed.
as soon as you say dismiss, they start moving off.
Today's gonna be a good rolling day.
But yeah,
Because last time sucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't jinx it.
But yeah, most of you hear things of that nature before Phalles locks it down. You're there. You've got your small army. They're ready to march at your command.
Ready?
March.
Gotta get the horses.
Harm takes a couple steps forward, turns, steps in front of you, salutes, waits for you to salute back.
Of course.
Okay. She's like, sir, the troops are ready to depart at your order.
Let's go.
About
Oh, that's
Phalles.
right. I forgot I had that.
Yeah.
My bag of tricks. That
For
I can just
some
pull
reason,
a random animal out of.
I thought you were gonna be like, I have a smell that's basically like smell your dick. So now I'm gonna figure out who's later. I don't know why my head went there.
We don't have that book.
No.
You need to ask me before you use that book.
It's a fun book.
There.
Anyway. The mail.
It exists.
What are you showing him back
Somebody else in the history of the world
Who wanted to know if
had to ask. You badgers have elbows.
So I mount my crazy whipping dragon. And yeah, thank you.
She about faces and hollers at them to move out, and the gates kick open, and they start out in an orderly manner.
Let's go.
Since you're like an imaginary dragon.
What?
Both
Yeah, thank
Bangleford and Delia.
You're not quite on the camera, so everyone just gets a little fuzzy head.
both Ford and Delia have sort of started watching from their tent and or their bedroll after this small outburst and inspiring speech. And if you look back, Ford's all like,
What? Not now.
just because you got some and I didn't.
Right? Like,
You say it?
Oh no, but she thinks it really, really loud. Because Tumblefoot put the idea in her mind.
Yeah.
I hope you can see this because I'm
Doing it as hard as I can.
Okay, we go.
All
So you guys
right.
march out. Let's get out the gates.
And we're all eating.
Swing east.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Fall
swing
into a
west
hole.
towards Spear. And a couple of the support forces, the couple of rangers who are along break off and head out with a bow and a sword, who are a bit more woodsy, to start breaking trail, to start scouting.
Mhm.
And there is an ominous clash of wood as the gates behind you close. You start moving
We're all gonna be eating.
into the woods.
Into the woods.
We're gonna find who's sleeping.
Into the woods and out of the woods and home before it's dark.
And marching, riding.
If we find a guy dressed in an anatomically correct wolf suit, I'm gonna leave.
It looks like Johnny Depp, though.
No. No.
That's worse.
Hello, little girl. What's your rush? So you guys get out a couple hours. Harmony on her mount sort of sidles back in a column towards you and Leon, and he goes, as she's like, so will it be lunch on our feet, or sorry, breakfast on our feet, or should we break for camp?
Break for camp. I don't want anyone overly tired. And our feet are dirty.
Aye.
But didn't we just leave?
So she rides up
already.
a yard from you or so, and then shouts, "Make camp for breakfast!" And instantly, two units break off into a clearing, and everyone sort of sides into it, and a small perimeter set up as a couple a couple fires are struck to quickly warm up some gruel. You notice a lot of the soldiers throwing like some of their rations into pots just to make something more.
Let me go get some berries.
They
None of that looks good. We're gonna get real food.
all of them sort of get a spoonful into their cup, and they slurp it down quick. And once a soldier finishes his meal, he wipes out his cup, little sand in it, wipes it down again, and then forms up on the road. And the column reforms slowly but surely. Once camp is broken again. Yeah, I know. I love the music. No, she came in. Damn it. I'll just turn it down.
I don't know. This is very close to Felice's mood last night.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to go ahead? Yeah. All right.
I feel like it got louder.
Right.
I think it faded this way.
Yeah. Once
So
we
it
started
got more
paying
clear.
attention to it, felt like it got louder.
So they, once they're all formed back up, Harmony comes back over to you two and is like, they're ready to move out. Should we give the order, or shall I give the order?
Please.
All right. Forward, and they start off again.
Are you
Down
back
the
from
road.
berry picking?
Oh yeah. We didn't like go far.
Yeah,
That way I can munch.
not a lot of creatures. There's
Yeah,
actually a
just like
few
last
good. There's actually a few good berries out there because nothing seems to have picked on them recently.
And nobody want to be out here.
As you guys keep marching, the day wears on. A few more hours go by. There does seem to be a general agreement through the troops that they're going to snack through lunch as they march. So no one looks twice if any of you pull out some rations from your pack and just nosh on them on the trail.
I need to eat.
Shortly after everyone seems to finish, let's see here, who do I have? Okay, yeah, let's see. A gentleman with a bow comes hustling back up towards the column. The column splits to make room for him to approach. He actually goes past Harmony and comes straight up to the rest of you, and about faces to keep pace with the rest of you. And he says, Anton Guile of Bow reporting.
Report.
We've come across some remains of the patrol that went missing yesterday.
All men accounted for.
2 not present.
That's good or bad?
They're about 2 miles up the road. We'll be. So sorry, I'm thinking about it. We'll be adjacent to where the site is after an hour or so.
Well,
Stop and take care of them.
let's prepare to collect them once we get up to level. Owe them that much at least.
Yeah.
Wait, we know they're dead?
Well,
The
their remains.
Oh, body.
Yes, sir. And he snaps another salute and goes hustling back up the column. Everyone remains fairly quiet. Just the crunch of boots and the clop of hooves as everyone keeps marching forward. A couple scouts come back, swap out with another couple. Father Plinth actually sort of peels off a bit to the side of the column as one of the scouts kind of chats with him briefly. And after another hour, 2 scouts are standing on the side of the road waiting for the column to catch up. When you get there, Harmony looks back at you guys and is like, and sort of call halt, keep marching.
The other 2 are waiting.
Yeah.
Call halt.
Let's just call out.
All right. So once the column is about right in line with the 2 who are waiting there on the road, she calls a full halt. Everyone's, at attention there, but there's eye glances everywhere.
As
Just,
they pick up the bodies, I'm gonna kind of circle back and get a pulse of how the men are feeling, especially since we're collecting dead bodies right now.
Have you told Harmony what's going on, or do you imagine she was close enough to hear all of it, or?
I imagine she was. If she was there at the end of the speech, I assume she was there for the beginning of it.
Oh, of him informing them what's going on.
Mhm.
All right. Then yeah, she turns around on her horse again. She's like, recovery detail.
Yeah.
All right.
We can put them on for meal.
The other bodies.
You get the bodies. Kind of happy. You're a large-sized creature.
Mm-hmm.
You can handle. I don't want to
Several bodies.
overstress people carrying dead bodies.
Big boned.
What?
Big boned.
Yes, I know. You see the girl with the fat skin, with the big skin.
Mm-hmm.
The skin is big.
So Dalgor is one of the 2 scouts who's waiting on the side of the road, and Harmony yells out, "Volunteers to assist Corporal Ironheel," and actually a good number of hands go up, and she calls out, "Cleavegut, Neural."
Drive-by whining.
It's just
This is why I love
local
coming here.
retarded man.
I sit still long enough.
There's plenty of times in my life where I wish this exact thing would happen, and it doesn't.
It does.
But here, magic is.
Yeah, magic is real.
all around.
The first shelf should have fairly clean glasses. It should probably maybe just need a quick rinse if you guys want something.
If you would like, if John cares like sharing.
Wait, sharing what?
If he just wants to drink straight out of the bottle. so-
I would like some water. Do you love me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you love me?
I also know what that means.
Yeah. Cleavegut, Neural, Wilston,
That's all I'm gonna think of.
Fairway. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Downs.
There's an episode of Frisky Dingo where there's a character
Jesus
named
Christ.
Merle. And that's all I'm gonna think of.
As if I haven't had enough wine in the last 2
Joffrey
days.
here and Glow Shield.
Do you see what she brought?
Sorry, and Deemsley. Deemsley, your head. Deemsley.
Yeah, I want that one.
Deemsley, your head of
There it is.
detail. So a few of them break out from the rank and head up off of the road.
Wait, there's a what on a what and a what? Give me a glass. All right, give me 1 second. Any glasses?
As they're collecting, bring out your dead.
Find one? Yeah, find one.
We're getting it like $8 a glass, and found out it was $8 a bottle. Fuck that shit.
Jesus.
Whenever we went to our favorite ramen restaurant, we were getting it for $8 a glass, and then we found out it was $8 a bottle. We were like, forget it.
We went. So we get AmeriCorps members every year that work, like they're there for 10 months. So like our batch for this year turned off.
Mm-hmm.
So we usually go for happy hour with them.
Mm-hmm.
When that happens, we went to Pedro's like we usually do. They went ahead of us, and they're all, just out of college, don't know how to order drinks.
Oh, you have lots.
So they started ordering those pitchers of margaritas because we're like, just order that.
Mhm.
But the waitress kind of took advantage a little bit of the fact that I don't know how to order their drinks. So like by the time we got the tab, It was like, what is
Ridiculous.
this bullshit about top shelf margarita pitchers?
Oh my god.
It was like, what is this top shelf margarita shit? And then look at that, it's like, well, $40 a pop for those pitchers. I was like, what?
That's what's up.
Yes.
Complaint?
Top shelf
It's like, no,
pitcher.
you order the well. You get the well tequila in your margaritas.
It's like, it makes absolutely no difference even if you use top shelf tequila in it, because once it's mixed and watered down,
Yeah,
you're
it
not
doesn't.
gonna-
It tastes like lime.
So, you know, that was an
Next
adventure.
day,
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Please?
Oh, are you serious?
A little bit. Stop rubbing it.
I was spinning it.
Easy.
So the detail moves off into the woods. Nosebleed, though, real quick. Anton reports that one of the bodies is unaccounted for because there were only 3 out. And I'm like, 2 missing.
Okay.
That's not the right ratio that I want.
Got it.
So
That's not good. We gotta recover the last one.
I would like to taste it. Hold on.
Pick one
I
bottle,
would
family,
like
one
some.
unaccounted.
4 glasses.
You can split mine with Megan.
Okay.
Because I have a kind of a big cup.
I'm giving myself brain freeze.
Yes, you do.
Damn it. Want a bath?
So what are we bleeding?
Sorry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He wants an ice wine.
Just a little in there. I'll try that. Be good. Just a taste. All right. Just a tip.
He's
That's the tip. I promise.
So, it's my favorite game. No, it's not. All right.
It's nobody likes that game.
Nobody likes that game. No.
Nobody likes it.
That's the elevator music of Sexy Times. Everyone's sort of uncomfortable about it, but no one really likes it, but everyone accepts it. Anyway.
Yep.
I don't.
Thank you.
It's all or nothing, bro.
You gotta commit, god damn it.
If you're gonna stick it in there, you're gonna stick it all in there.
Oh, wow.
Your pen's already off.
You getting that, Jaren? Watch out. She's coming for you. All right.
Mm.
Right? Your pen's already off. What else are you gonna lose?
Oh, here we go.
Watch out.
And you know, now I see AMV Hell videos anytime I hear that, so it's all right.
It's for Lansing. This is for Dawn.
Thank you, man.
Arigato gozaimasu. Baby. Uncle.
Choose the form of your destructor.
All right. Let's do this.
I can't reach Tony.
The game.
Just with tandem.
It's like an alcoholic Capri Sun. And it makes me happy.
It's
Yeah.
juice.
Too bad you can no longer drink alcohol.
I'm so sorry.
The
Yeah.
artichoke dip
Because
made it
that-
weird.
That would be up your alley.
Have a sip.
Ice wine. I know I've
Okay.
actually tried ice wine before.
It's like super sweet. It's like juice.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
Super
just
sweet.
plum wine.
Yummy juice.
You're super
yummy,
sweet.
Yummy juice.
This is way better than our
Juice.
plum wine, though.
You kind
That's
Y'all
of,
didn't
mommy's
think I knew
juice.
that.
I was about to say Mama needs her juice.
Right. Don't drink that. That's mommy's juice.
So both days of the event, because there was a
Oh,
wedding
right.
event, and then the second day was like
there was a
every
prop.
other family like member that they couldn't invite event.
Mhm.
Open beer wine bar.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first night I was like, I'm pretty sure I drank the equivalent of an entire bottle at this point. Becky was like, you should keep drinking. I was like, thanks, love. And then the next day I was like, oh, more free wine. Apparently I just don't need water ever. Just gonna keep drinking wine.
No, you need water.
But wine's so much
You should alternate. Have a
Yes.
wine,
But
have
then
some
I don't have
water.
room for more wine.
Go pee.
Problem solved.
That's what I do. Just
Empty
drink
out
till
that
you need-
tank.
drink till you need to pee. Pee. Drink some water. And then drink some more alcohol until you have to pee again.
Screw your logic.
It's a foolproof plan.
I assure you, I've done it many times.
And once you hit that first pee, the other ones come even easier.
Oh yeah.
Once you break the seal.
That's it.
As long as you keep drinking, the threshold gets progressively smaller.
Yep. Because your body's
You may
like,
reach a
stop
point.
it.
Yeah.
I
You
need
may
to get all
reach
the
a point where you're
toxins
like,
out of me.
I haven't even finished this drink. What?
I hope you all enjoyed this quick history and lesson in anatomy and bladders.
Yes.
All right, so they go. What are we bleeding? What nose?
Only
There's
one of the
only
patrol
one body.
is unaccounted for.
Okay,
Because there was 3 people. There's 2 bodies. There's one
one account for.
which can tell. These guys may be the lucky ones at that point, depending on, you know.
So
Counted
I give you
such a
the-
good slave now.
If he's alive, we might be fine. We might have
Yes.
to dispatch
We
him.
need to.
What if he's the one that killed them?
jeez.
That's why I said
We need
She
to.
she whispers not quietly.
that's a possibility.
So
about?
you notice that one of the bodies comes back wrapped. They bring them towards the back of the column, so sort of out of sight of the bulk of the unit.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few moments later, a couple smaller packages come with the detail.
That's not it.
And Father Plinth follows the rest of them out of the woods. From what you remember, the handful of people or so that went up in, all of them appear to be back now. Harmony looks back at the rest of you and continue on. She calls the order tomorrow.
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
So I instruct them to secure the remains to Vermeil. I'm gonna march from now on.
A couple of them are very wary until until Simper comes over and helps,
Mhm.
because they all trust Simper as well as And so once she assists in helping secure to Vermeil, a couple of them are less spooked by your ridiculous head hose beast.
At least one. No. If you ask me that again, I'm sending you back.
Good thing you didn't give her that swallow
Yes,
hole
but then who will
thing.
carry the
Well, who's gonna
bodies?
carry your dead bodies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna wake your sister up. Sorry.
It's just like a head, just like trailing. It's like all
The tongue.
floppy.
Actually, go talk to Father Plinth and ask what it was. Well, how were they? What was it?
I
asked the hard questions.
There's never a
No,
good conversation
absolutely.
that started with
Yeah.
that.
So
It's like the,
Right? I noticed extra packages. What happened?
well, Gulech there.
Or what does it appear that happened?
Gulech there. He motions to the full corpse. He was up in a tree, full of arrows and some vines that seemed to creep around him. So we had to dislodge him from that.
those weird nature-y powers you keep talking about.
And then
You might have a bad druid. Or creatures that have that.
Well, they just have a charmed druid.
And then Fletching there, and there. He was strewn about the woods a bit. It appeared that something separated him from himself a couple times and sort of discarded it as it went, as it trailed back off towards the west.
Okay.
Well, what we recovered of him, we're pretty sure it stopped at a certain point. The lads who came ahead of us did a pretty thorough job to ensure that if there's more of him anywhere in either direction, it's farther than is worth it. And there's some of the more important parts there. So yeah.
All right.
I'll go and approach Harmony, actually.
Plinth, before you go off, he's like, as far as the third lad, Rika,
You say anything and I believe you.
he's like, or I think it's a guy. Why not? As far as Blika, the leader of the patrol, there might have been some evidence of him being there, but nothing they could conclude.
Yeah. Well,
It didn't appear anything normal left that area.
Well, we're dealing with something that charms others, so it's going to be an issue. All right. Do what you need.
I'll just approach Harmony and basically just tell her, keep an eye on troop morale going forward. If you could, it.
I don't know if this is another one of them speeches in her.
Right.
Yeah, we get
It's
one good speech.
we can't rely on that. But
I probably would.
it's already gotten solemn, and there is a potential chance that the missing men might have gotten turned.
Let me turn on the thing because at least it'll move air.
Mhm.
She's like, yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll let you know if anything seems concerning.
Absolutely. Yes. We should, before we go to camp, we should make
It's
one
already-
package with the two smaller ones at least.
Well, I figured
It's just so,
the securing.
Yes.
Why?
That's more important for now.
Yeah.
It's more when we return them, we don't need to get the rest of camp
Yeah.
ideas as to what might have happened down there. Especially the other scouts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this might happen.
Yeah.
So you might kind of separate.
Okay.
Are you getting any of that, Megan?
What?
Are you getting any of the
that
movements?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
feels real nice.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I might even further control. Move it.
Just control exactly where it is. There you
Dude,
go.
it's basic physics. Like,
Yep.
this isn't difficult. This is rocket science.
Create an air corridor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Perfect.
Anyway, yeah. Cool. So she's like, all right then. Forward.
Let's move.
All right. Head out.
Not leave
And
them too much time.
they start
to
moving
sit and
forward.
ponder.
and
I'm on foot now.
mhm.
I think I just joined the back of the column.
Yeah. Afternoon rolls through. You guys march on. No one seems to be busting out any food, but you guys know it's about dinner time.
Stop.
If you voice as much
Again, how much do these people eat?
Harmony,
3 times a day, dear.
Should know this
like,
by now.
Harmony's like, agreed, ma'am. Most of us, though, normally would operate that we break for final camp of the day and do that in shifts as we set up the final camp. Unless you'd like to stop now?
No, let's wait.
Yes, ma'am. And so the column continues on. Evening comes on.
So weird having to deal with the feelings and needs of other people.
Yeah, we know.
I mean, you get the sense everyone wouldn't mind if you'd said stop for food,
Yeah.
but then that's another start and stop, and so everyone understands that it's a little more efficient
Yes.
to do that and then just be
Yeah.
hungry for an hour or two. Yeah. So evening comes on. Once again, nothing but the sounds of wind in trees, crunching of boots, flopping of hooves, and whatever noise
And
is
the
that she
gentle whipping of wind.
and the gentle sound of
Yeah, I'm
a
just
tongue
going,
and face dragging through
I'm
dirt.
just blowing wind around. I'm creating ambience.
You
Yeah,
get one or two sidelong glances.
Spooky sounds not welcome in the dark forest as we're walking
It's just
toward
wind.
a battle.
What's wrong with wind?
It's an invisible force that knocks shit over. It's witchcraft and voodoo, as far as I'm concerned.
So yeah, once you finally break camp, a perimeter set up, a couple people pause, and there seems to be a small audible of things that would normally occur. And then a couple people who had like a couple shovels or some such, one of the sergeants sort of talks to them, and they go and get food. And Harmony comes over and is like, or the sergeant comes over to Harmony. Harmony nods, comes over to the pack of you, and she's like, the couple of the gentlemen who are in charge of security, camp security, want to know if we're setting up a flying camp or a solid camp. Basically, are we going to attempt to erect any sort of fortification this evening, or are we going to stay? Are we going to stay low key? Also, cold camp or fires for the evening.
Fires.
We're too big a group to go under the radar anyways.
She kind of glances back and is like, light them up. And so a couple fires get started. And she says, as far as the encampment for the evening,
I don't want to be sitting ducks, but I don't want to waste energy.
How long to build fortifications?
well, sir, normally if they'd had regular practice, I'd say less than an hour. But they might be a little rusty. They might need the practice.
Let them practice.
All right,
Let's do
set
it.
them up.
I actually start removing my coat and I go and help.
So one of the other
I'm helping light fires.
so one of the kitchen
Done.
one of the kitchen staff, or so one of the guys on KP, who now doesn't have to worry about starting a fire, hands you his shovel since he's going to start in on some of the mess. And so yeah, a couple logs are knocked down, or a couple trees are felled, small palisades and some ditches are dug, so that there appears to be some sort of
Dry moat.
encampment, dry moat, some anti-cavalry such,
Yeah.
and a couple elevated areas where you take definite notice that a couple of the bowmen are stationed near.
Good.
It becomes the most impromptu. It's a battlefield encampment, or a battlefield position, and it takes them a little over an hour. But yeah.
I take the opportunity to bond with the man.
I go find Father Quinn.
He's by himself off eating. No one seems in the mood to play dice or any such. He's near your beast, but not totally engaging. He's like, yes, ma'am.
When you're finished with your meal, I would appreciate it if you would say something. Just some sort of little blessing or something for the men.
Yes, ma'am.
Just for morale.
Yes, ma'am. And he takes another couple spoonfuls, and as you walk away, you hear him all shout, "Grim! Grim! Get over here!" And a couple people kind of look up because it's like, why is someone shouting? And it's not orders. I mean, it's an order, but and you actually notice Grim was actually sort of headed toward your beast, and then tacks back over And so they're chatting for a moment, and Grim's like, right now? Really? Right? Like, yeah. Grim's like, "Ah, fine." So they move over sort of into the center of where the bulk of the sword troops are who aren't on guard. Ironheel is with them as well. He looks super, like, he's angry. You just like you're like there's a fury going on there, and
he was from Spear, yeah.
oh yeah, and so let's see here. Plinth sort of sits down behind Grim and Ironheel, and Grim starts talking to Ironheel, and Ironheel looks at him like he's retarded, and is like aghast that whatever he's talking about is like the dumbest thing. And then finally Ironheel kind of like nods slowly, and Grim gets up and goes over to, let's see here, who do I have? Goes over to Quiven and talks to Quiven a bit. So Quiven and Ironheel then get up and wander out of camp a bit. Father Plinth starts whistling slowly, calmly, just no particular tune to it to start with. And then back from the woods, Ironheel and what did I say? What's his name? What's his face?
Grim?
No. Oh yeah, Grim headed off. Yeah. No, it was one of the. Anyway.
Okay.
Long story short, they come back with some impromptu instruments. One of them's got some cordage wrapped across across a bow, so it's like a really twangy harp thing going on. And the other one has a gutted stump a bit that makes a nice reverberating thud. And they start to jam with Father Plinth's whistling, and little by little, a couple of them start to sing an old dwarven drinking song. It translates a little roughly, and there's a verse or two about friends who are drinking somewhere else.
Are we pouring one out for the homies right now?
They would if they could.
Let's do it.
And there's clapping and laughing, and there seems to be at least a sense of normalcy to what's occurring. A couple of people shift in and out for a secondary guard change.
Are we
Can't
heading
get
east?
too-
West.
No, we're going west.
Okay.
We can't get too comfortable or happy because as soon as we do, that's when they attack and kill us.
Yes.
Well, it seems to be welcome that after a bit, what's her name? Ailey Lee, Crowerfrid,
She had a piece of paper stuck to her arm.
who was joining in, who was actually singing loudly at the top of her lungs, which is impressive considering the lack of teeth, takes a big breath at the end of one of the
Wait,
songs.
why doesn't she have teeth?
She's the half.
Would you like to find out?
Oh, she's half. Okay, she's half one.
Yeah,
Fine. I don't want to find out.
Okay.
It makes it easier if you had a number.
She after a beat, there's that pregnant pause that seems like, well, okay, who's going to start the next song? What are we singing? She actually starts shouting at all of them to stop being lazy maggots and what have yous, and says that it's lights out and get some sleep because you're going to be marching all day tomorrow, and get your gear. And I know at least 3 of you have watch next, so you better get your sleep in now because I'm not going to let you have it on the trails, so forth and so on. And that seems to have a comforting effect.
Right.
You do notice Grim and Plith, come back over to of the remains. Are they still strapped to her, or
I think I unsaddled her.
Yeah.
Let's drop to your head next time.
You can't, because then she'll eat them.
It's true.
Right.
Ew. It's the last thing I need.
Just a little taste. Just a tip.
Just one of those smaller ones. It's already in pieces. They're not gonna miss that piece.
You don't have to
Eat
cook
it
it.
anymore.
I can.
You can just stuff the package. It'll look
The
bigger.
spirit knows that you came for it, and the rest is just delicious.
Right.
So they actually look like they're sort of going through it, examining it. For a good little while, Grim actually takes out a small, what appears to be like a notebook or a moleskin, and starts jotting down notes with some charcoal. Plit doesn't seem to be as engaged in whatever is going on, but Grim definitely seems to be taking copious notes.
So he's the Watson.
Whatever.
Anyway, so yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. I'm brainless. What do I know?
What does Sally think?
Mm-hmm.
No metagaming, huh?
Oh, okay.
Family stays toward the west wall with whatever watches up.
All right.
A peek up at the sky is actually.
Oh yes, there does appear to be vigilance in every direction, above, behind, and below. Ooh, I want those.
Maybe I can practice my conversing wind spell and randomly speak at somebody.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Perfect timing.
Yep. At least everybody's feeling better.
It's just, to me, it sounds like some sort of weird fart spell. Conversing wind.
Yep.
And actually, it's basically like whispering wind, but you can actually return messages. It's like it opens a channel of wind. It's a constant fart.
So you
it's
hold
just
your
like
butthole
a
open.
Single blast.
Yep.
And you do it goatsy style with a string between.
No.
Hello.
Why'd you make that
happen?
It happens.
Just echoes in there. That face, yeah. Make that face at the camera. That's the face. Yeah, that's right. No, no,
No.
no, no.
Unacceptable!
Let's see here. Yes. All right. All right. Let's see here if I get one out here. Let's see. Okay.
I don't think I should eat this one. It's got weird white stuff on it.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
not.
don't eat
Oh, yeah.
You never eat the half-white ones.
Dude, me and Jared went to Safeway yesterday, and there was.
I said it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, what is wrong with the half white one? Solidarity, Amanda. Yeah.
Me and John are the purebreds at the table.
Kind of.
Uh-oh.
Hey, technically, I'm a pure blood. Just
Yeah,
not pure
yeah.
white.
Sally's more pure blood than I am.
There you go.
But I mean, if you really want to be accurate, who is pure blood? I mean, there's Spaniards came, then Chinese
That's right.
and Japanese.
I'm sure I have like a
And
I bet they
quadruple
did.
great
they really
head.
did, honestly.
That's,
I mean,
you know,
that's why
not
some
quite-
Filipinos come out really white looking, and sometimes they come really dark looking because there's a lot of mix.
Everybody thinks your mom is Chinese.
And everyone thinks Karen's mixed, so.
Good times.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that me and John went to Safeway yesterday, and you know how they sell like the bags of cuties?
Yeah.
There was one bag where it was like all these cuties, and there was one that was just completely flat and like green.
Oh.
Like it had gone completely rotten inside this bag. We were like,
Not that one.
nope.
Yeah.
No. And then we noticed that they were just like flies. And we were like, God
Probably
damn it.
contaminated all
Like
the ones
Safeway.
around
Take care of your shit.
it.
We did buy
Oh, Safeway
strawberries though.
man.
Excuse me, what's the safe way about?
Does that mean all the cherries are gone?
I try to save them. They had little shards of glass embedded in them, so I
When
figured
I had-
I'd throw them away.
Still good.
When I had my grocery store job, the dude that was kind of the manager of the whole like fruits and vegetable side was this like older dude, probably past retirement age. He used to drink on the job.
Nice.
It was like, but the counters were impeccable.
He did his shit.
He had a case of the red face, and he did not get along with the manager at all. And every time I'd go and visit him, it'd be like, all these days, smack right in the face, lay him down like right there in the tomatoes, right there. Like he had his plan.
Just leave him and bury him in the potatoes.
So,
Wow.
who's up in the middle of the night with the watch?
Me.
All right, perception checks.
Hamilton?
Are you awake?
I wouldn't stay.
I
awake.
didn't tell you to be anywhere, so if you're around, okay. Good night.
I mean, did we all just take the first?
Damn it!
I know, whatever. I was asleep.
Perception?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Nope, not
I only
In
got 12.
character.
16.
I
I was paying
got
attention out of character. Fine.
19.
All right. Well, about the same time that a small, a couple other sentries notice something in the distance on the skyline,
Mm-hmm.
and it appears to be a large bird of some sort.
Oh God, we're all
So a couple of the bowmen are awoken, and one of them who's already awake is there, and they look around and is like, does anyone have a way to see a little closer on what that is?
How dark is it?
It's nighttime. It's
Well,
dark,
I have like dark vision.
but there are stars in the sky. It's not a moonlit night. It's wax, or it's a new moon.
waiting.
But you can see its outline against the stars.
Oh, wait, how far away is it?
I'd say about a few hundred out. So if you have a long range spell of some sort.
Might not be anything, but still wake people up.
Okay. I bet people you mean me. Because I'm the only one who wasn't paying attention.
Among others.
I can
yes.
cast Fairy Fire. We'll outline it.
Hmm. What's the range on it?
400 feet.
All right. Is there a save or any some sort? 400 feet plus.
Plus 40 feet per level, and I'm level 8.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You got it. You could probably tag that.
There's no saving throw.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I cast Spectral Hand
but
now that I'm awake?
Yeah, saving throw none. Spell resistance, yes. Though.
Okay.
pale glow stones and outlines of allied subjects shed light as candles. Creatures outlined by fairy fire take a negative 20 penalty on all stealth checks. Outlined creatures do not benefit from the concealment normally provided by darkness, though a second level or higher magical darkness effect functions normally.
All right. Make me a spell check to hit spell resistance.
Goddamn spells.
So it's whatever you roll plus. Yeah. Is it 10 plus? No, that's the DC.
It might
It's your
be
spell
filled
level
somewhere.
plus your.
Where your spell book is.
God damn it. Let me double check. So it's definitely going to be whatever you roll plus the spell level plus your
Okay.
relevant stat.
Okay, let
So
me.
probably wisdom, I think.
It's
It's at
a.
least that, if not plus.
What
that.
level of spell is it?
It's a level 1 spell.
Okay.
It's low, but it's nice. It's like
Yeah, but
it's like magic missile. It's super nice utility.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. Or here, it probably does. The other list,
The other one.
right? The other
Oh,
list.
You suppose as if a spell being resisted by a creature or suppose you must make caster level check. It's 1d20 plus your caster level, at least equal to the creature's spell resistance. So
1d20 plus 8.
unless that's a shared spell, you can. If it's a shared spell between both classes, I'll let
You can do full 12.
Does Druid get it too?
Well, it's a druid spell, but let me see if
I mean
rangers
Ranger.
get it.
Because if Ranger gets it, You get
Rangers
the count.
have like 4 spells, so
But they still count as full caster levels
Yeah.
for that.
No. Rangers don't have that.
So 8.
Gah! You jinxed me. It's 19 again.
Oh, you almost nat 20'd it though.
Right? That's the second time. She
Okay.
nat 20 twice. I almost
Yeah.
nat 20 twice. So
Well, part of you feels real confident, but you know it's not the most banging thing you've ever done.
I
So-
did just roll a
Well,
7 a second ago.
19 plus 8.
But yeah, that
Yeah,
thing
27.
27.
it glows to light, and it does appear to be a very large bird. It's a little longer than most avians. If you want to make a knowledge
Knowledge
nature
nature?
check,
Can I make a
If you-
knowledge nature as well?
you can because you can get the outline.
Yeah.
So you're like silhouette bird. Yeah, go for it.
Like, I assume I can see it as well.
29.
And it knows
28.
the creature would know that it's suddenly hit by this spell, right? Because it glows, it
Yeah, I can
illuminates.
see it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
probably would
It's
notice.
like, it's like candlelight.
Like it, and it cancels out if they have like blur concealment going,
Yeah.
unless it's a higher.
Right. So on your knowledge nature checks, this is not a natural creature, or if it is, it's a humanoid or an
Leon.
aberration or something.
All right.
Get the troops up.
All right.
And
Everybody wake up!
Wake
it
up the people.
disappears.
What?
Shit.
It's one. It can bamf. It's one of your things.
I wall of flame.
There's a weird, unnatural bird incoming.
Why can't we just
Don't talk
call
about
them
that second.
succubi now? I mean, why are we still doing the weird bird thing?
I should know better, admittedly.
It's not a bird, she's a lizard.
Well, succubi don't look like
I said
birds.
it's rude.
There's like, I think the succubi are controlling
All right,
the bird creatures.
Oh,
Let's try to do it more
Oh, so
properly
those are
this
those
time.
strict
There's a
things.
dame
Yes, I
of
think that's
unknown
what's
origin coming
so I don't have to protect
Also
you
can
from
be applied to us,
person
but
and
okay.
dominate?
Not yet.
on
Okay,
purpose this
Thanks.
time.
Get the troops up.
All right.
Uh,
I
don't wake
like
up
blow
harmony.
wind into people's tents.
wall
Yeah.
of flame, just up in that little ditch perimeter in front of us.
Okay. If anything comes forward,
Yeah.
you've got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get harmony up
Um,
if she's not already.
most of the troops near you kind of take a cue from that, and only like a third of them stay stationed at that spot.
Yeah.
A bunch other sort of split off, and a few who have some more range capabilities keep their eyes up.
Should we be careful that people don't like stand too close together because of the bomb throwing thing? Weren't they doing that bomb throwing thing?
Possibly. I don't know.
Harmony.
She's up. She's actually sleeping in part of her armor. So one of the squires, she's like, Olston. What was his name?
That's his name.
Oh yeah, Wilston.
You
He's up in an instant and locking her in, and she's like, yes, sir.
Get the troops up. Priority goes to the ranged. We have an incoming.
Don't stand together in groups.
Hi, and she calls up.
I'm automatic.
Oh, I have an even better one than I could have used.
Get over here.
As soon as she's got most of her armor on, she's like, Wilston, wake Deemsley. Tell her we have ranged incoming. Everyone up.
I pull out my
And so
pistol.
the camp's full of activity.
Didn't produce you rapier.
Always have my rapier.
Couldn't shoot the water. And so
Wish I could be in Marlene's chambers.
everyone is, don't we all? Everyone's up. Everyone's moving. There does seem to be like a good 5 yards at least between everyone, unless they're directly interacting with each
I
other.
can bring people back from the dead.
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
Sort of.
Ah.
Short level.
I have reincarnate. So I just bring someone back in a random body.
Oh.
I didn't say it was good. I just said that I technically can.
I can bring you back. Oh, good. You know,
Go for it.
Your soul.
Mostly.
It'll be your soul.
In
How do you feel about extra limbs, less limbs?
No limbs.
feathers,
Yeah.
kills.
Yeah. Scales.
Kills.
You'll be something. I mean, you'll be
You won't be
alive
dead.
though.
Yeah.
She just like reincarnates you as a trout, so you immediately.
I need a pail of water. Failures alerts everyone. It's gone invisible.
Oh, that's
So
Stay back to back.
a couple of the support
Do
forces
any
are
of you
awake
have
now.
any sort of way to?
I have glitter dust.
Oh, okay.
I have detect magic and detect animal.
Godric's up. Iron Heel's up.
well.
Plinth is up. Grim
I
is up.
don't have Dispel Magic.
Well, everyone's up.
I was going
so
to get it next time.
Let's see if I have.
I'll have to trade something out for it. Yeah, whatever. I do have Displacement though.
Spaceman is always useful.
Would detect magic find it?
Potentially. I forget what the range on that is.
It's 6. Well, mine at least is 60 feet.
Depending on how
But
close
I mean,
it is.
it's for me.
Yeah.
It's like it's an horizon, so it's
Yeah,
like I just
it
know
always
it's
is for everybody.
Yeah. Well,
I think.
it's
Yeah.
horizon for everyone. Yeah.
so. But then I think it has maybe
Because you
it
can
has
cast it as will.
higher level. No,
Just one thing Pathfinder did right.
So Father Plinth actually looks like he's sort of concentrating, sort of waiting for something. Anyone who has any sort of training with divine spells might know what he's doing.
Okay, I do.
He's got invisibility perch
Oh.
prepped.
Okay. Looks like Father Plinth might take care of that.
All right,
And if you
Everybody
can't,
stay on
I
alert.
can.
that's the only one we saw. That doesn't mean it's the only one around.
Everyone pair up.
I glom onto Leon. Oh, you don't mean this close,
Keep
right?
someone at your back.
Oh. I bumped my butt against him. Is that worse?
It's like, hi.
I have a large
This is like
creature
propping up
in
the
a
head.
camp.
She's just
Is this
propping
gonna
up
be
the
an
other
issue?
head.
You could always make her bait. Have her fly around. Or not, whatever. It's,
I hop on her.
it's your beast.
I hop on her and we fly
Okay.
up.
You should
So-
put on your Viking helm.
Yep.
Take out
Aw.
your bow.
As your various detectors activate, go ahead and make me a couple perception checks. As in 2.
2. Aw.
Two
That
separate
one
ones.
sucks. That one sucks a little less.
What's the first one?
I got a 5 and an 11.
I got a 22 and 24.
I got
Sometimes
a
I'm amazed that my character is like
28 and a
oh,
24.
Jesus.
I got a 28 and a 21.
All right, so first batch of perception checks doesn't catch anything. Everyone's on high alert for a good, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Everyone's like, when's it coming? When's it happening?
I'm muscling.
Nothing seems to happen. After a good, that's an eternity of people being ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
After a few more minutes, Harmony keeps glancing over. A couple of the sergeants are like, in their scans, they also kind of glance over to see how long the camp's going to be on full alert, because it's slowly becoming apparent that nothing's going to hit
it's
at this
toying.
point. Then the second round of perception checks, still nothing's pinging. Father Plitz still hasn't ticked off his spell. Let's see here. Does anyone... did anyone know what abilities these creatures had?
We only have hearsay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we.
Yeah.
I think people are only like 80% sure they're actually Strix, even or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, they can do this, and they were carrying bombs, and they have weird nature-y magic.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
Okay.
If we take it from that body we found, that kind of corroborates
Yeah.
that a little bit.
So yeah, after that second round, so yeah, that's after a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That second round of perception checks also doesn't pick anything up.
Does the badger notice anything?
Let's go down.
The badger's smelling. He's like nothing. No creatures or of any sort other
Maybe
than
they're
us.
just doing that to keep us from sleeping.
I dispel the firewall.
A couple of the sergeants take long glances, and Harmony sort of takes that as a cue and is like, "All right, chaps. Unit 1, Unit 2, back to sleep. The rest of you stay on guard, rotating watch, and sort of, it's double the guard from before, but the camp is attempting to calm down again. A few of the crew just kind of stay up."
He was there.
I was there and then I wasn't.
One or two of the sergeants try and coax the ones who are staying up to get back to bed, to varying degrees of success.
I put Vernil down. Like on the ground.
Like Old Yeller.
Like on the ground.
We already had the old Yeller the horse.
I know
Yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
that was already sad.
Don't take Vermeil behind the shed.
It had to be a pretty tempting shit.
As much as it may,
Right.
Also, you'd have to do a twofer.
as much as
Then you could just get one head. With
Just
the
have to
eye.
take them both.
be that night we shot Curly's dog twice. Bam, bam. You shot the dog twice. I heard the click. I thought he missed fire. So yeah, whether or not she deserves it, no, I don't think she's getting put down.
No.
So yeah, the evening continues to tick by. It's about past midnight at this point.
I'm in a tree.
Up in a tree.
Up in a tree watching the skyline.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Jesus
I
Christ.
see all the things.
They're gonna troll us all night.
It's those precision.
It's
dice.
my precise dice.
I saw
Ah.
game science dice at freaking Game Castle,
Oh yeah,
They were all
because
D10s.
GK is the boss. Yeah,
but I was like, oh my,
That'll be the
I
last
kind of
they
one.
want
do
them
not
now.
have them since forever.
It's not gonna happen when it
The
counts.
box is
No.
like super ass old.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
probably
like, and
why.
it's double the cost of any of the other.
Yeah,
dice
which is
there.
probably why. Which is why I might
I know.
buy them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we gotta beat me to it, man.
That's right. So
Gladiatorial fights.
I gotta have my nerd bigger. So with that nat 20, you actually do see. So you're up at the top of a tree because you're like
That's my thing. Yeah.
full skin. You actually see a glimmer of light off in the east, which you're like, I wonder if that's a fort. That'd be cool.
Unless it's
Far to the
fire.
north, where some foothills begin, you notice. You actually notice another small glimmer of light, which you can only assume might be the Strix, camp or tribe or home or whatever that is.
Yeah.
To the south, you actually notice some small movement way out, because apparently the south forest isn't as afflicted. And then to the west, it is actually completely still.
Which is more unnerving
Mm-hmm.
than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I want to go see the Strix. That's what I want to do.
You want what here?
I want to go see the Strix. I want to go see their little tribe. Be like, what the fuck, guys? What is happening?
Well, I can cast invisibility.
I have that too.
Then I can go.
We
here.
can cast invisibility.
Yeah.
I know you probably doesn't want me there. She's gonna give us away, but I'm actually really good at stealth. Just saying.
You're in
She doesn't have to cast wind
No,
at the darkness.
I have a stealth of 17 and invisibility.
She's a sneaky
So-
magey.
That's like a plus 20 when I'm moving. So that's plus 37. I'm actually pretty good at this. Huh.
Now, how are you as a diplomat?
Meh.
Not that great.
As a
10.
as a charisma caster, my charisma isn't all that great because I'm not a people person.
Yeah.
I have
How much
good
charisma you
charisma.
got?
I'm at a +4, but like the whole point of
You
being a
got 18,
summoner
yeah.
is to be a charisma caster. But
Well,
I personally,
we have a pretty
don't have
charisma heavy party.
But I mean,
Yeah.
are we
We all
really
need
to
it.
sneak? I mean, we're just going there to just like
yes, we all
set
need
the whole
it.
crap ablaze and like let them blow up in their own bombs.
yeah, no, I think they're being controlled.
Oh, like, we have to care about that, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, why do you?
You're not here.
Oh,
She,
Unless you came
she
up to
might
me.
have followed you. You
Yeah.
don't know.
God damn it,
You
woman!
didn't
Stop
wanna do
sneaking up
anything
on me.
interesting.
actually, no. I start talking in your head. You
Ah,
you're like
because
the
you're gonna
spin.
look at me.
Yeah,
Get out of my head. Oh, it's just the tip.
yeah.
I mean, it's actually kind of like a wind whispers in your ear, and it's really annoying because it doesn't stop. Where are you, Phillies?
It
What are you
feels like-
doing?
It feels like you're sitting in front of a fan.
What? I know it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you sleeping?
No. Like when you sit in front of a fan,
okay.
you get that buffet,
Right.
Yes.
and then when it turns off suddenly, you're like, oh my god, that was so loud, and I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm in treetops. Come on.
Okay. I go look. I find you in a tree, and
I'm
hop
sure
up
there's
there.
a soundtrack for this. I don't know what, but
I'm in a treetop.
this is definitely no, just the two of you in the tree. I don't know. I think we need to see the streaks.
Really?
Yes, that's me. Really?
Ah.
It's
We can-
more
we can
more
burn
fun
them.
than marching around and watching people eat. I'm tired of watching people eat.
I can take wild shape 3
These
times
people
a day.
freaking eat
if I
too
want.
much.
Oh, very nice.
These meat bags keep putting more meat in
Yeah.
my face. I don't. it's-
Why do we have to stop and eat so much?
How are they
Dang
all
it.
How are they
Hey,
not all as
We
big
could be
as your-
there already.
How are they not all as big as your
Oh.
Adolin at this point?
Are we
Right.
stealthy now?
Yeah, we're being
I can
quiet
become
because it's
huge or
night.
diminutive now.
I am huge.
In the
I'm
east, there's a grandma
huge.
that's probably our camp. Just
I am
or-
monstrously huge.
Or fort.
I
Okay.
can be an elephant.
In the west, there's literally nothing.
Or an elephant.
That's where we're
Indeed.
supposed to be going.
Exactly, which is
Or
dead
I can be a
silence.
mosquito.
in the south.
Oh wait, tiny or?
There's-
That's where the bear is.
Diminutive.
Ooh yeah,
So-
diminutive
Or the owl
is
that will help us
bug,
find the bear.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I
what's that
can
word I'm
be
looking
huge
for?
or diminutive.
Assumably, no. Allegedly.
Or
That's the
Small as a mouse.
or a medium elemental or a smaller medium plant creature.
And to the north is pretty much what I think is the Strix's camp, where their tribe lives.
Hmm. So what do you think you're doing? I mean, staring at it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You never know.
What is it like in your head? Like, just
Sunshine and rainbows.
You ever watch the Meet the Pyro video? It's kind of what I picture.
Ooh.
So we're going to go over
I
there.
get the
I want to, but we're in charge of these people.
Can't they take care of themselves for a
Well,
while?
you know, apparently not.
And what about Buff Lady? She seems like she knows what she's doing.
Her name is Harmony.
Oh, Harmony.
You have.
Seems to know
I
what
don't.
she's
I don't remember if
doing.
I mentioned this before, but you have noted that they all refer to her as Harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's what she does to your heart.
I'm sure she wouldn't want to go by the name Harmony when you're that tough and buff. That's like Cupcake. Tell me.
So we
Tell
should
me.
just call them cups.
Yo,
Sorry.
Cups. Yo,
Funny.
CPs. Yo, CUPs.
Hey, secret.
C Cakes.
Sea cakes.
Cece.
They
Little
guess
cupsies.
so. I guess they can't come with us because they're noisy, right?
Thanks,
and they
Rabbit.
eat too much.
No, they need to rest because
Mad, 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 mad at me.
I wish I had
Look that up for
the
me.
amulet.
I am monstrously huge.
But the amulet
I
makes you
am
weird.
huge. I am monstrously huge.
Yes, but it would tell us what you're going for.
No, the amulet's not telling us that weird succubus lady inside it that
What was
made
her
your
name?
head funny.
Carissa?
Cassandra.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Cassandra's not a weird lady. She's a succubus. It's her job.
You wouldn't hate someone for doing their job, would you?
Okay, so if her job is to make my friend's head weird, I don't like her. So
Aww. She called you a friend. Oh, that's right. She's been calling you a friend since school, even when you were like, we're not friends.
This phrase.
Cramping my style. So what?
I don't have friends.
oh yes, me look something. No, great.
Oh, it's a Google search on I am monstrously huge, probably. Actually,
good.
so
Google search.
so there's a Disney Club social club. There's a Disney social club called which one was it?
So can we just look?
I forget what the exact name was, but if you searched for
Is
the
there
name of the
anything else
club
we've got?
without
I want to
the
tell you.
Disney or the social club part, gay porn. So I was like, so yeah. I don't even remember what it was, but it was super
guess.
entertaining.
Well, I don't want to just leave.
I do it.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Good
Is
job.
that why you're not doing it?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, come on, let's go down.
okay.
Do my little monkey thing to the tree.
I just jumped down. Snoot.
Yeah.
I have instant feather fall.
Well, I go find Leon, but we gotta wait.
We find him in the can, or peeing in a bush. I'm probably peeking. I mean, gosh, I love this timing.
I think you actually float down, and he's actually next to the tree, like,
Like, oh,
and he turns, and he's like, "Evening."
I'm just like,
La, 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 la.
We're
He's like,
soldiers.
"Oh, done." Yeah. You don't have secrets, but you try and at least be a gentleman about it.
Apparently, you picked the tree to pee on that we're sitting in.
It happens. Sorry, wrong tree.
No, come back.
Well, I
we can
guess
tell
I'm
you
done.
stuff.
All right.
All right.
Alright.
Go finish that. No, once you cut the
Did I already
stream,
say that? I might
it's
have already
gone.
said that. Did I tell you about the
So,
cat? I probably already
Leon.
told you about the cat.
Not too far to the north is basically what I think is where the strict.
Tumblefoot's like, I feel like people are talking and leaving us out.
So what do you think?
Probably.
We make we divert our marching.
We're gonna sneak there.
How far out?
Mm.
It's the most fun thing that
Days.
has been suggested since ever.
We can't.
I mean,
it's too far.
Otherwise, you might have made
Oh.
contact with them already.
Damn it.
well, can't we go faster? I mean, I can
No,
fly.
because you can fly. It's,
That can
it's-
fly. I kind of point in the general direction.
That is Vermeil.
Okay, Vermeil can fly.
She can turn into a big enough creature to carry Leon.
Well, the point was I go to tell him to keep an eye on everybody while we left.
you.
You could be a rock.
I can be huge.
I can't be a rock.
But
Yeah,
if it's
a
but if
rock.
it's days away, I wouldn't be back
Oh.
in time for morning.
I was
is
like,
basically what I'm
rock.
saying.
I was
Not
like,
rock.
I was
Well,
like,
then that
rocks
means
are
that
in
bird
it.
is
Like an
up there
RC.
was just a scout.
Actually, you can elemental.
Oh, that's true. Just be, I am a rock.
I am an island. I am my own friend.
So,
I
I mean,
am-
why
yeah.
can only be a
Small
wait.
rock.
So like
So I-
tiny
I'd be a
candle going into a bigger flame ahead. So
Stone.
that flying thing
Can't you?
that came back was like
boulder.
a scout and came back and
The
the other
boulder
way.
is conflicted.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
It's
thinking.
no longer conflicted.
The boulder.
So they'll have all this time to prepare for us now.
But I don't.
Can you
know it's
teleport up there
them.
fast enough?
That's why I wanted to get started.
No,
but I
without,
can't
like,
because
burning
too
the
many
forest
How
expensive
far
mirrors.
on flight would it be?
You have dimension door,
Um,
don't you?
About a day.
Yeah,
I'd say
see,
as the Eidolon flies, yeah, you probably get there about a day and then back in another day.
Yeah, but that's
We
not.
can't be gone that long.
I can't be gone that long. That's not what this trip is for.
That's why Leon stays and does all that, you know.
Oh yeah, because they already don't think I'm a cursed major.
Oh.
To be
They're
fair,
just
they
stupid.
think we are all cursed.
Yeah, but I think they look at me a little crazier.
You're probably the reason we're.
Where did you
all
come
cursed.
from?
I snuck up. I got stealth.
Tumblefoot was like, "Hey, where the hell are all the rest of them?" It's just like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
where the hell are all the rest of them?"
Yeah, I know. And then it was
like-
and then all of a sudden I just start talking to
And
her, and
then
I'm like, "Ah!"
And then she asked one of the
To be
soldiers,
fair-
"Hey, has anyone seen any of the commanders?" "Oh yeah, Commander Leon went over there to take a piss."
And
Maybe
then everybody's
it
here.
wasn't a piss. He's taking a little while.
Oh, it's a communal piss.
Did he leave with a roll? Can't be that.
Oh, stick.
If he didn't leave with the roll, then I
Don't forget
can't
to dig a
imagine.
pit.
Yes, it will attract all sorts of creatures.
This isn't this isn't our mission. We can't derail the mission.
We need to go to
That's
Spear.
correct.
We need to go to
That's
Spear
what
first.
we're doing now.
Let's go to Spear first. If whatever we find there leads us towards that camp,
We'll just
we
divert.
can leave to the garrison and then
So we have to do more marching to the west, watching soldiers eat.
Yes.
some of us will partake in the marching and the eating. Some
Can't
of us
be
will
mad about
watch.
that.
So everybody's got their job.
You can't just tell people not to eat, Sylvia. God.
I do it.
Stop eating. It's gross.
Yeah, it makes gross stuff come out of your butt. Why do you do that?
Thank you for the image.
Yeah, the two of us were just like,
She's
Awesome.
just like, I mean, yeah.
Speaking of which, Leon, speaking of which, I have a stick. I'm going to use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Have
not
the
used
roll.
to that much gruel.
Have the roll, which means
There was a lot of lard in this food.
oh my
You
god.
think
All right.
everything now?
Lubricating, if you will.
Have the
Everyone,
I'm going to
Back
be
to your-
out on a walk for the coming 30 minutes.
I'm not back in 30 minutes. Come find me and ask if I'm still okay.
Yes. Bring a jug of water.
No matter what you hear.
Right? Even if you hear
I
the
almost
beast,
feel like sneaking out on my own, but then
still
if I'm
approach.
not there to cast spell immunity, then Felix is going to go crazy again, so I have to stay.
Bring jugs of water, please.
poor Leo. All right, everybody back to bed.
Fine. I guess I'm not
So
doing
Leo
anything
poops.
fun. Leo poops. I don't watch because ew, and I go to sleep. I was okay with the peeing
I was
though.
actually going to try and go around and be like, "You're cross-eyed," and she's ridiculous. Because I know you're not, but that's why I stopped because I couldn't think of what it was.
What did
wrong
we
with you.
decide was her
No,
thing
it was
for
a
this
it
one?
was a badger suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
badger
got a
pajamas.
Sudoku thing going on.
Yeah, she's got the pretty pajamas.
Yeah. Got the little-
Yeah, I'm the one who
All right.
poops.
Yeah.
Even though we all eat except one.
I mean, I kind of.
I climbed back up into the tree.
Like,
Who
every
is
2
that?
days,
It's like, yes,
maybe.
everybody poops unless you're English, in which case everybody poops except the queen. She asked people to do that for her. I think that was shut up and sit down. It was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
There is a saying where I'm from, which is rarer than poop shit. Which
It's pretty evocative. I like it.
Nice.
Would that be considered a relic?
I guess
I don't
so.
think so.
If it
I
was
guess so.
petrified, sure.
Yeah, if you could.
Petrified poop.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
people
Get
just
it
use it in
preserved.
normal
Weird
conversation.
ending.
It's like, well, yeah, I wish I could buy that. And it's like, well, good luck. It's been out of print for years ago. It's rarer than poop
Well,
shit.
well, thing-
That
I like that.
is cute. I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. All right, I sent her back to her tent. She's back in her pajamas. I'm up in my tree.
Tumblefoot. I don't get
Leon's
it.
taking a shit, and then
I don't.
at the end.
I mean, are they comfy?
I'm not wearing fucking badger suit. Why did I bring it up?
Most people have forgotten.
I did. I wrote it down.
It's canon now. It's in the
Yeah.
scrolls. Deal with it. this scroll.
Right there, Elena has a badge with PJs.
That's
Right here. I'm circling it now.
Ooh, do they have the little butt flap? With the little tail?
Okay, with
Butt flap, butt flap.
With shiny rock buttons.
It's okay,
Alright.
Megan. I'm the one who takes shits, apparently.
Yep.
Where was Leon? He was taking a shit.
Does Leon shit in the woods? Hey!
Apparently not, because he's.
I do!
You're right.
Can you guys be quieter?
He can't concentrate.
Are your shits being shy?
Trying to coax the turtle here.
You ready?
And
Prairie dogging like nobody's business.
does she need help? Like, this sounds like a creature thing. No, not.
Sounds like a
Why are you
creature
putting
thing.
furry dogs in there? I don't like that.
Nobody talk to it. Just shut up for 5 minutes.
Failures hasn't said a word.
All right. So the rest of the evening
These are
goes
my
by
companions.
without incident. Dawn breaks. Camp is broken. Well, actually, dawn breaks, and when do you wake up?
When
When
life hits me.
someone wakes you. Okay, so
I wake up with the dawn.
Well, I'm up top on a tree.
Oh.
Like,
do you have the
Up.
bell?
yeah.
Do you have
I've
the little bell?
I've got my bell on my tail.
All right. Well, you feel the bell go, and you look down, and there's this vision of beauty and strength, and she's like, "Ma'am, we wanted to know whether or not we should break camp or."
Why is she
Makes
like
that,
the
like-
one in charge? Why do they keep
Because I'm
asking
the loud
her?
one.
We don't need the Google Play Store. Get over there. Because that's where you get games. We don't need that. You should already have a couple games on there. Okay, we're back.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
I don't know if this is a second hangout or a first one. I don't know what happened.
You missed-
Apparently Google had an error, and so it went. Good night.
You missed Tony's gun show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony flexed so hard the internet stopped.
Oh, my goodness.
Tony was like, I got a bug bite on both arms. Look at this. Oh.
You want to see the ones on my back?
Oh, my.
Sorry.
Oh, dear.
And she's asking me to help her access Google Play.
All right.
Huh? I did.
I'll get up eventually.
That's which. I like both.
Just know if you want dip.
Go tell Grandma. And if she can't help you with it, then I guess you can't play with that right now. And then when you see Grandpa next, you can be like, "Get me an iPad," or a Nook like Selena has, because I'm sorry. No, she knows how, but she doesn't want to right now.
All right. I look down at her, just sort of like.
Come on up in this tree, baby.
Well, she's holding on to the end of my tail. Which
Oh no, she rung the bell and then stepped back.
And like, she's in reach of my tail.
Yes,
like,
you could gently caress her face with your tail.
Man, if I was awake, I'd just be like blowing wind in her hair suddenly.
Like, it was having a moment, the wind starts blowing, fuck it, jump down. Alright, break down, everybody down. Someone knows.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying not to be intrusive.
Looks at her for a second and just sort of like...
Are we supposed to ring the bell or pull on the bell?
Can't tell she's blushing. She's already red.
Depends on the person.
Whatever.
Pull if you want.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So yes.
Hops down, kind of dusts off. No more incident?
No, ma'am. No reports from scouts or sentries or...
Awesome. It's kind of gets stuck. She's still asleep. Wow. Break it down. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Just rub that eyes.
I start breakdancing.
Break it down.
He's much lighter now that he's had a shit.
No, that he's had a
He's had
shit.
a
All right, we're
he's
good.
had a proper poop.
The horse is like, wow.
You see Leon like
Yeah,
doing the
Tom knows.
caterpillar.
Nothing like a beer
Thought of
in the
that.
morning. Where you like
in August.
cleansing.
Oh my god.
I pass by doing the caterpillar.
It's not as good as my sister December.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody likes February.
Fuck that guy.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Although my cousin April's pretty nice. So, Eliana.
What is it about girls named after months?
Good thing.
I think it's a rule, because I have the Esquire guide, the book, and like it's one of those like girls named April and May are fun. Girls named November or something else are usually sour or dour or some such like that. So anyway.
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, the camp starts.
Breaking down, getting together. Any animal, anything, anywhere near us. Signs of anything.
Perception check.
It's a different die. See what happens.
Yeah, that works out sometimes.
Sometimes you get a 1.
No, but I got 28.
Tumblefoot actually is like, it's good bugs.
No, that seems weird.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I mean, besides the fact that there's the usual
Lack of
creatures, but outside of that, there's no extra
Nothing
weirdness.
unusual. Yeah.
Ain't no taint.
I don't want to know about this chain.
You don't know about the taint in the forest?
Oh my god, no.
So much apprehension in that statement.
No.
One game we made a taint chain.
Oh my god.
What does that even mean?
Yep.
Oh,
We had to make it through those woods somehow, and only one of us had a proper taint.
What does that even mean?
I think the part of the thing
Are you seriously curious to know? Like, do you need to know the answer to the
I don't know.
I think there was Nap and Bergeron involved. So.
No, I don't want to know what it was.
Jevels, Epion Avenger, I love you. Alright. It's okay. I don't remember who was at the end of the taint chain.
Wow.
But I know Epion Avenger was at the front of it. Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
so yeah, it's all broken
help
down.
break down.
The posts that were used to create camp are actually now purposed as drag carts, and the column still moves at about the same pace, but now has a better capacity for of load and so forth. And one of the arming sergeants actually asks if your mount would rather transfer the remains to one of the drag carts. The way she keeps going like this at the packages, you'd think it might be smart.
Ew.
She doesn't have a tongue. She can't reach it.
Ooh. I can give the cart wheels.
Yeah.
Really?
I have
Wood shape.
Yeah, I have wood shape and warp wood. So.
Might be nicer on them.
They'd enjoy that.
More wheels.
And a few of them are like, that's all right then. And
She's
they're
our
like,
new favorite major.
they take a couple
I
of
can make
cross
breezes.
posts,
Hey, if
pop
we
out
were
the
ever
holes and
sailing,
slap
I would be the
some
best thing
pins
ever.
in them,
Mhm.
and create axles out of it, and they're now drag carts as opposed to just drag lines. So it does make it a bit easier.
Yes, we transfer the remains to the cart. Now hop back on her meal. Stop it.
It still smells like death.
The smell of death.
Well, now it's gonna smell like sulfur. Stop pissing me off. Let's go.
It hurts me when you poof.
Well, if I'm touching her, she just poof with me.
Oh yeah, I guess. So.
It's like flea powder.
I don't like eggs.
I get motions. I mean,
All right.
I get all confused and I fly upside down, and you just laugh at me. Yes, because you deserve it.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So traveling. Break for lunch or break
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Walk breakfast and we'll break for
All
lunch.
right. They walk breakfast. They break for lunch. Damn. Cold camp.
No.
Quick eating, just enough for them to catch a breather. Marching again, and uneventful on into the evening, ready for second camp.
I don't like this.
You should
Oh my
reach.
God.
You should reach Spear tomorrow.
All right. Double watch.
So camp set up. It takes about an hour again, but there are a couple more little add-ons to the encampment this evening.
Help again.
Some noticeable improvements. If you'd set up the same camp you did last night, it would have happened much faster, but this time they're being a little more meticulous and adding a few extra little bits here and there. There are spike towers, just posts in the ground a little above head level that have been broken off so that if something were to dive down. Basically, anti-cavalry for air.
Yeah.
So,
Help with fires.
sure.
Good.
And everyone goes about their business.
I keep an eye on the north.
Sure.
I stand on up to the west. Over on the western side of the ramparts.
yes,
As much as they are.
All right. Perception checks if you are looking to the west.
21.
23.
All right. You don't notice anything.
You suck, guy.
No, and I was asking if you're off to the
Yes,
north.
north.
Nothing up here. Let me see if anyone else.
Care, I guess.
Probably not.
Thank you sometimes.
Second board.
One of the archers near you is like, Ma'am, do you? So from this constellation down to the left, to
Elena.
Aliena, constellation down 2 stars and then to the left. Do you catch anything? Make another perception check.
Maybe you'll look better.
Yes, you did. 29.
Nothing.
Fuck. Wow. Oh, bitch.
He's like, no. I thought I caught movement or something.
What does
like a
he
bird
see?
again.
Can I cast daylight?
Around yourself, yeah. Or how far
just-
can you project it?
Right.
I think that's a short range one.
It's 60 feet. Like it's just like
It's
sunlight.
it is radiant,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can
It's like
center
everything
it very
around
close.
you.
Yeah,
Okay, well, never mind now.
yeah. That's basically a flare in the camp that you're like,
Everybody's
boosh.
flying.
Yeah.
Hmm. How far away is it?
what?
The thing that we may or may not be looking at?
He would say hundreds of yards off.
Okay.
Like if it was close, it was a small bird. You know, but he got the sense that it was farther off.
Okay. Well, she keeps looking.
Maybe another perception check.
$28.
Nope.
What do I have to roll to see something?
The night goes on
Probably 30
uneventfully.
enough, maybe.
Well then.
In the tree, bell down.
You wake up with the rest of the camp. There's a sergeant nearby your tree. The camp seems to be slowly getting itself together. And the sergeant looks over at you and is like, and he's like, sorry. This one is Sergeant. This one's Sergeant Arth. He's all like, Lady Tarda asked if we follow the same protocol.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. And he goes off and actually talks to Deansley, and then the camp starts breaking up.
I do a walkthrough and just sort of do like a roll call. Just to see if everyone's still with us.
Just a head count.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I always know where you are.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
So Luvia just inserts herself into the crowd, like at multiple spots.
Throw off the count.
28.
In case you forgot, I
And
was
then
here.
an int check.
She's doing the Nathan Fillion thing.
What?
14.
Have you seen that?
So,
Really?
so when I
Yeah.
we come out of the water,
everyone looks like
everyone
they're here.
is Nathan Fillion?
No.
Haven't lost anyone yet.
It's
And there's
an,
no extras.
No.
Okay. Because that's what I'm like,
Yeah.
It's an outtake.
Yeah.
That they filmed during.
So camp breaks. Everyone everyone falls in. The column marches off down the road. Breakfast on your feet, or
yeah.
Same.
Amidst munching and marching.
Amidst the mists and fiercest frosts.
Amidst.
All,
Gonna be like
So
whilst.
all 3 of the forward
It's a-
scouts
Vocal exercise.
come back carrying a form wrapped in one of their cloaks.
Wait, what
Since
happened?
our missing man, the forward scouts come back with pieces.
So it's pieces again, not like a whole body.
Harmony calls the whole thing to a halt and glances back for any contradictory.
No. Go.
Okay. The line parts like the Dead Sea as the bodies brought back to the back of the column.
Single body the same.
They all fall back in. Yeah.
The Reds.
And when the scouts get to the lot of view, the lead scout Everdrop, the elf, he's all right. He says, "Sirs, ma'am, this is Bricka. We found him. It appears that he took a nasty fall."
So maybe they're picking him up and dropping him.
Yeah.
That's really not nice.
I kind of give a quick glance at Ironheel.
He seems very, just like, confused. He's trying to keep his decorum, but like a lot of people around really want to show emotion but are trying not to.
Yeah.
Plith comes over sort of on his own, and they move the body to the cart with the other two, and Plith says a few things over the bodies.
Well, at least now we know we won't have to dispatch him ourselves.
That's probably the better fate. Well, all men accounted for, as we promised.
Unfortunately, yes.
Now we just gotta
Keep going.
hold responsible the people who caused this.
All right.
So you continue to march on. Around midday, you come to a spot in the road that's pretty clear, and there is a noticeable area in the middle of the road that has been tended to, as if there was something there, and has been attempted to covered up. The scouts who came back with the
Realized I
body.
should have been adding +2 to all my knowledge nature checks.
Oh yeah.
The scouts who came back with the body, who are no longer on scouting patrol at this point, become very quiet as you pass by this particular spot.
That's where they found him.
And you keep marching on.
Yep.
And finally, about mid-afternoon, right? Yeah, it's lunch mid-afternoon. One of the scouts comes back and gets to you guys and is like, 1 more hour, we're approaching Spear. One of our boys has already seen the walls, and it appears it's abandoned. Ironheel appears to be very curious about this.
Maybe it's trapped. If they've got bones and stuff, they might have other things.
Right, well,
All right. Well,
everybody stay on their toes. We're almost at destination. This is what we came here for.
all right. We stopping for lunch?
You already did lunch.
Okay, then let's go.
A few of the soldiers pull out some rations as they march and chomp and tromp.
Chomp and chomp.
And you continue on forward. The scout scurries back off into the woods. The trail becomes a little more clear, a little more tended to at this point. And finally, the column breaks from the woods and into a clearing, very much like the one at Sword. And the walls of the fortress are a little more earthen, a little more stone than the ones back at Sword. And there are many char marks across the palisades, either burnt wood parts or parts of ramparts that seem to have been blown out.
Detect magic.
Nothing pings in the fortress immediately.
Detect snares and pits.
Funny enough, you do notice a couple spread around the perimeter of the wall but most of them seem to have been triggered or are in disarray. You get the hunch that they were put there by the defenders.
Okay.
All right, on your guard. Let's go in.
As you say that, a few of the different units break off and become more obvious squads.
Well, maybe we shouldn't all go in at the same time, though. I mean, if there is a trap, then that would just wipe out our forces, right? Maybe?
Well, that's why there's forces or little squads. So, I'm gonna take the air. I'm gonna go do it overhead of it.
I can turn into an ant. Sneak in.
So unless
I
you
haven't
say
turned into an animal yet. I really want to.
so unless you say
Do it.
otherwise,
Do it.
Are you gonna be
Harm
Ant-Man now?
No, I'm just.
hops off the
that was the
proceed.
smallest.
The squire takes hold of it. A small crew sort of create a small headquarter position there at the edge of the clearing. You notice one or two scouts moving around at the edges of the clearing. 3 squads head to the gate. 2 head to each side of the fortress walls to see around the other side. 2 other squads break off to the right, and it looks like they're attempting to do a full surround. And then the gate that you approach appears to be open. Once one of the squads sets up there, you actually notice Grim is among them. He seems to be checking the door and taking notes. After he takes a couple more notes, he taps the shoulder of one of the soldiers, and they move into the keep.
I try to look at the notes. What are you writing?
Observations.
Looks.
It's all in shorthand.
So I don't understand any of it.
Not really. You can make a linguistics check.
It's just reference. Thought it was interesting. I leave.
From your vantage point, you see the crater that was what you assume
The bomb.
to have been the support forces barracks. The layout is very similar to Sword, with a few differences.
Weren't we here before?
No, we were at.
The other way.
We came from the other side.
other direction.
I don't know.
Just shield.
We were at a couple places.
So they have a smaller
Nice.
marshalling yard because of
Yeah.
the additional barracks. Their tower isn't as high. Well, part of it's been blown away, or blown off. There are strange bits and remnants of vines all over the place. There's a couple other large scorch marks, like not quite like the crater though.
Can I detect magic on the vines?
Yeah.
The vines
You
are
notice
hurt.
that the different crews have identified and haven't found anything. They're securing everything outside of buildings. Once that's been established, someone with a small signal flag, or actually, if you're on the ground, so they default to you then. A runner comes back from Harmony and is like, "Sir, do we begin searching the buildings? Are we going to reoccupy? What's our next?"
Let's search first. Use utmost caution. Camp was abandoned, but was taken out for a reason, so.
Yes, sir. And he runs back. Harmony, you can see Harmony sort of nod your direction, and another group moves in. You can see from the air that this communication occurs, and a few of them start busting in through doors. What you got?
What do you mean?
Detect magic. Oh, you detected magic on the vines.
I was saying because you don't roll for it.
Right,
You
right,
just
okay.
detect magic
So
on the vines.
you pick up some really gross stuff. This is not natural.
It's icky.
Like not nature either. Go ahead and make me a. You don't have knowledge arcana.
I haven't.
Give me a straight spellcraft.
$20.
It's similar to stuff that you could do, but you knew that. Do you have a knowledge of planes?
Nope. I have dungeoneering, geography, and nature.
No.
You can flag one of us down,
Yeah.
since that's sort of my specialty.
Hey,
Probably hurt.
I imagine she can. I can't, but she can do the.
Yeah, the whistle.
The loud whistle.
For real, let's go down.
A couple people look up and
Just
they notice that, and then they continue on with the breach and clears.
Go down. You're fine.
These vines are weird. They're magic, but they're not normal
Okay,
magic.
detect magic. I get the same thing, I assume.
Smells a little like you. Give me a knowledge arcana.
Yay.
25.
Let me double check. Alright, so it becomes. Oh, sorry, it was 25, right? This is some sort of. This is definitely demonic. It's confirmed it's demonic. Do you want to do a knowledge planar to see what type of creature
Yep.
does these? Go for it. Talk.
27.
As you might have suspected earlier, it's confirmed now that this is the work of Vrox. Many of these are actually the remains of, or are probably where the remains of soldiers were, as the Vrox release spores, and the clouds of spores, when they hit a body, do damage, and then sprout thick green vines that continue to kill those hit by the spores.
When Tony said demonic birds, this is what I hope it wasn't.
Great.
Water rocks.
Here.
And you know,
They look like
with
weird,
27, you know
like
that
thin
these are
vulture
recent-ish if the
demons.
vines are still there, because they wither away
Over
after a
time.
few days.
They kind of swarm.
Well, it's not Strix.
Oh.
It's worse.
Oh, great.
What are people looking at?
It's airborne. Like, you have to breathe it in, the spore. Or is it-
It releases a cloud.
I know, but,
And
like,
so
is it
you
attached
can-
to skin, or is it something you breathe in?
The spores grow into vines. You can move
That's
out
the
of
picture
them.
I'm familiar with.
Is
Yeah,
it gross looking?
you can.
Oh. Ew.
I read an old novel that had them in it, and since then I'm like, yep.
No joke. Can I
You would say that
Yep.
it's like breathing in mold. It affects you until you fix it. So either purging it
Kill it
through
with fire?
divinity, or purging it through fixing disease.
Yeah.
Disease rock. I wonder if it's similar to the one they have in ours.
Yeah.
Is this a Pathfinder one?
Yeah, that's an older one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Pathfinder one.
How do we spell this? Brock?
It's pretty cool. Oh, actually, I like that one.
Yeah.
How we spell it?
VRO.
They're just like
CK.
spindly, like vulture-y.
Yeah,
Demon
this is
beast.
the picture in the
Oh, the
bestiary,
bestiary. Yeah, there you go.
since you know what you're dealing with now.
Yeah.
Well, that explains some things.
Leon,
Yes.
people are going inside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna help you
They
like lead
need to
the-
be present to release these things.
Yeah.
So there's no current danger unless they show up.
Okay.
That also explains the erratic behavior from the other night, as they have greater teleport.
Yeah.
They can bamf out whenever they want.
Like me. Joy. All right.
Only-
I knew it.
Only bigger.
Further.
But they can bamf. Yeah.
So, can I look at some of the explosion remains?
Yeah, absolutely. Which are you going for the crater? Are you looking for a couple of the other little scorch marks?
Maybe the big one.
Are you going for the
I'd
crater?
help lead the search effort.
Knowledge Arcana or Spellcraft, one or the other.
Well, since I've already told you what it
Way
is,
better.
I go find
I
Harm.
rolled a 2.
She's actually nearby if you're on the ground near somebody.
Yeah. Let her know. You're inside?
16.
I'm out in the courtyard, but I'm helping
Okay.
to direct
Hmm?
the
Yeah.
search efforts.
I'll call you
16
over too.
For Knowledge Arcana? Alright.
My spellcraft's better.
You're like, this was, yeah, do me a Spellcraft.
Okay. Wow. That is a 29.
You were like, this is magic.
Magic.
Whatever did this blew it up, but it's not a particular spell you've ever come across. It most likely was several spellcasters combined making this effect.
So
Wow.
that's just
But it's not a
pure,
spell.
like, arcane power.
It might have been
kind
a
of-
ritual or something that a few people put their spells together or what have you, because no one you know of on their own could create an effect like this that would be out here.
But
Like
does
some of the greater spellcasters or wizards, they're known to be in certain areas.
Right.
You
But
know.
does it feel arcane,
Wizards
arcane or
will-
divine?
Arcane. What?
I said they're wizards, Sylvia.
Yeah.
That's so disconcerting.
Yeah. So I update.
So
There are
Can
still
we-
some tattered energies.
Can
in
we
the area.
assume from that information that the Strix
figure
are
out
just
what schools of magic
scapegoats?
Hmm?
are involved?
feels that way.
Can you see what?
Well, I mean, we
Magic.
never really knew it was strict.
Oh,
we just sort
evocation.
of concluded
Fat
it.
evocation.
People
yeah.
assume because there's a high
They're like, big
population
boom.
around. but-
Exactly. So there was no. It was just close.
Well, it's worse.
Yeah, much worse.
Sorry to say.
But who did the magic? The frogs also do magic?
So you guys are out sort of in the open, right?
Yeah.
Visible.
Well, I mean,
Don't ask me.
we're in the middle of the courtyard, speaking quietly.
Unless your creatures are nobles.
I'm not asking.
Well, no, they are capable of casting magic, aren't they? Because they do that.
Well, because they're demons, they have many magical abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's not quite what you're looking for? Is that what you mean? Not quite in line with the kind of magic you're detecting?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Wait.
a young.
I'm saying that the creatures that attacked here are completely capable of casting magic because they're demonoid.
Yes, it's arcane magic. And
Yes.
they could.
So is the magic you're detecting lining up with that possibility?
Sure, except that it's a lot more potent. It seems like more creatures cast it together. I've never.
You know
Heard
that
of that.
rocks can do an effect where if they channel together, they can create a large explosion, but this doesn't ding.
Gotcha.
This doesn't ding like that.
Okay.
It's
One
more-
or two of these other little scorches might have been that, just from proximity to the vines.
It's more potent.
But
like more- more-
but no, she can tell that this was like arcane magic, not demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A fiery red-headed woman with a very snazzy-looking compound recurve comes up to you and salutes. Oh, it's time. I like how she's trying to step on that. Yeah, I'll step on that. You're fat. You'll break it. Oh, sorry.
That at least weighs 9 pounds.
I think it's kind of funny because, like, I'm not sure the
Yeah,
the internet
the capture doesn't catch that. There you go.
There
Look
we
at the
go.
bottom of
That's
the
what it's
cat.
about.
There it is. There it is.
Catch
Game
that.
Master Cat. Sorry. They all get showered in cat treats. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
I think
Cat
if a
bug.
cat GM Slippery would suddenly become a lot more fun.
Probably.
no.
Did you see the thing that they made where you
What's
can
that?
like
'Cause we did it
hang
last
a little
night.
jewel on your cat's tail so that it covers their butt?
Yes. I
Oh yeah,
did.
we heard about those.
The what?
And my comment was, or her comment was, but then they just poop on the gem.
Yeah, that's really gross.
To which my response was, if you are the type of person who would put a gem on your cat's butt so that she won't see it,
Oh.
you probably have someone to clean up that for you.
Yep.
It's true.
I saw it. I didn't click on it.
Yeah, I didn't click on it.
I didn't click on it either, but
Yeah.
I just saw the little ad for it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
What is this a thing?
Well, I like enlarged the picture just because at first I thought I was like, do you stick it in the cat's butthole? And then
Yeah.
I saw that there was like a little ring, so you put it
Yeah.
over their tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
What if
like
you have a
dangling
cat that doesn't
it
have a tail?
Right? No gems for your
Buttholes
cat.
everywhere.
Mm.
I heard that.
I love you.
She picked it up out of a sleep, and it was all like, stretch.
The cat stretched my arms, and that was the first time that she'd ever done that. It was a very bizarre feeling. I was like, "What is? Oh, okay, this is happening. That's weird."
So yeah, this redhead comes up, salutes. She says, "Arming Sergeant Erickson of Bow reporting. We've inspected all of the buildings. Corporal Ironhill has been invaluable in making us aware of any potential supply stores or hidden
I was gonna
or
ask about that.
or hidden bolt holes. He might not have been privy to all of them as he was only a corporal. However, he's confident, and most of us are confident. Like you can see, Gotchik and some of the support forces kind of like making last checks around. That there should be no unexpected surprises from within the fortress.
Any supplies were taken? Weaponry, food.
Some of the food supplies, most of it's spoiled though. We found some more remains in some various buildings.
So camp was abandoned. You're confident that most of it was not taken then?
No, they didn't seem to be interested in any of our material goods. Although by the state of some of the remains, they definitely did not have respect for the dead.
Thank you for the report.
Once again, you start noticing bundles
Right.
of not full body size being brought out. People are starting to run low on capes and cloaks.
I have canvas in my pack.
Well, one of the stores has been cracked open from under the barracks in a similar location to where your guys'
Cold storage was.
Cold storage was.
Yeah.
So there's some of that. She's like, and she's lastly, Night Captain Harmony requests to know if you've made a decision yet whether we'll be.
Talking to her.
Hmm?
I was talking to her.
Oh, you were talking to her just then.
Yeah, it was me, Leon, and Harm.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Never mind.
she.
So she's reporting to the lot
Hi,
of you then.
guys.
Hi.
Have a good night.
Miss me.
And so yeah, so she's like, sorry. So this redheaded woman, she salutes again and moves off, and you can kind of tell that Harmony's curious to know if you're going to camp in the fort or make camp or.
Camping in the fort would be the best idea.
I mean,
Yeah,
even if we make camp, we're still gonna make defenses. We're probably not gonna be.
How many buildings that are still standing?
There are 3 buildings still standing. There's the proper barracks, there's the mess hall, and the officers' quarters.
I say we just make camp in the courtyard.
But wouldn't they just bomb us in the center?
Yeah, but then we'd be out in the open and able to see it coming
Oh.
instead of in a building.
We won't risk getting buried in rubble either.
Exactly.
So like we're just doing more of those thingies that what were those things that they were doing for
I don't know.
Steak blossoms, if you will.
Yeah, stuff.
The,
I don't know what
the
those
spike
are.
towers.
There's those tall, spindly, spiky things.
Yeah.
So
What do you think?
effectively make this courtyard defensible.
Out in the open would be better.
I think it'd be better.
Okay.
Let's make
Yeah.
camp right here.
The
Some of the supplies are
the-
salvageable.
the marshalling yard or the clear field outside.
The marshal yard.
marshalling yard.
Are we going to commandeer the walls that are still usable
Yeah.
as part of the defenses?
Um,
Not the full fortress, though.
No.
before the bow lady leaves, I'll just ask if any of the supplies are still good. Let's grab them. Better sense in adding them to our supplies than letting them out there to spoil. So
Yes,
if
sir.
anything is salvageable, let's dig it out.
I believe most of the soldiers are already salvaging what can be. So
All right.
right,
Thank
you, sir. And so yeah, you actually notice a couple soldiers have found certain effects from the soldiers who were here already from the previous fortress, and a couple people seem to have known certain other soldiers
Right.
and are sort of taking note of certain things. There are some people who take a couple moments from duty off to the side as they pack, a key, a small stuffed animal.
Just mementos.
Yeah.
Got it. How's Iron Heel
Yeah.
looking?
He looks super haggard. You've noticed he's been assisting with some of the packages.
Well, let's get these guys properly.
Grim appears to be keeping a list.
Yeah. I say we take care of them first.
Let's do that. Only seems proper.
It won't be as grand, but say we put them to rest.
Okay.
Here.
All right then. If you let that be known to Harmony, she lets her squire know to talk to one of the other sergeants to set that up, and she also starts assembling the fortification crew, and they start using they start using a couple of the adjacent buildings as walls, and making a couple cross planks from some palisades,
Right.
making a smaller fortress within that marshalling yard. Beds and dressers and other effects from within the buildings are being pushed up against walls and doors so that there's no access through them. You're actually fairly impressed by the ingenuity being exercised to make it a defensible quarter.
Okay.
Incorporating the different levels of partially useful palisades. Once that's well underway, a little ways into the fortress near the officers' quarters is where the burial ground is being set up. There's a few ditches being dug. There is one solitary stone or marker that's being placed. Let's see here. Graham actually comes up to you and he says, "Can you still do the bit with the stone?"
Stone shape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you please use that to make sure that this is planted well and won't be moved anytime soon by anyone with less than your abilities? Be just, straight and wide as everyone will be in front of that, so. And so, yeah, so you help with that. And a few people take note of that, and there seems to be a couple silent nods.
Because
And
I'm cool. I make wheels and graves.
yeah, you're getting a lot of points now, even if you can't spell.
Nice. I just watch people do things.
Someone actually asks you at some point and points towards the bed, points towards Tumblefoot, as like, does he do pets?
As long as it's just the top of his head. But you have to approach him from the front so he can see you before you do it.
Tumblefoot's like, what's all that?
They want to know if they can pet you. Can they pet you?
He's like, well, right now, it's a little awkward, but okay.
I mean, I told them the right way to do it.
He's like, yeah, not from the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not on your chin, because you don't like that.
Well, that's not appropriate.
I hardly know them. It's completely
You
improprietary.
need to buy me dinner first.
Right.
Like the guy, like the soldier is asking. He's like, actually, it's one of the girls. And she's like, and he's like, and trundles over and like sits in front of her. She's like,
Assume the position.
and he's like, dude. She's like, thank you.
You can do it more and harder if you want to.
You
Thank
can
you.
actually
Do it harder.
She says, I mean, you can just say thank you. He can,
Thank you. All right. Yeah, he's like, I get used to this.
don't get too used to it.
What? She doesn't have any of the parts I like.
Everybody wants to pet your familiar, but everybody looks at mine and goes,
Yeah, well, mine's an adorable badger.
Yeah.
Mine's cute and fuzzy.
You have a
Mine's
two-headed
kinda
dirt
cute.
beast.
mine's cute in its, way.
Some of
It's
the
something.
bundles are packed as well as they can be. The other bodies from the
Shall
carts
we
are
lay
placed
the
in.
other three with these?
It was assumed.
Yeah. Not so we just take them home, but
Oh, right.
because they're not from here,
Mm.
they're from ours. But we're all one now, so it doesn't matter. Unless they have family at home.
No, it was sort of assumed that those three would go in now.
Well, let's collect any sort of personal belongings that might still be salvageable then, but
I think they already did some of that.
Yeah. Something
that their loved ones might want to collect.
I can put an epitaph on it. You want one?
Just the date.
Okay.
As anyone here will know what it's for. Oh yeah.
I write it down.
What's the date?
I write it down on a piece of paper and I hear.
How's that look?
Just mimic
That's
that.
right. So that goes on for a bit. Father Flint says a few words over the mound as it's created. Evenings come on pretty hard now. Watches all over. Dinner's been served. Yeah, Harmony's like, so we're here for the night. Is there a plan for tomorrow?
Not quite yet.
Gotta figure
You
out.
notice that she's gotten really comfortable near you.
Wait, are we not here now?
I picked that shit up from that bitch. Anyway.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, we gotta figure out where the rocks are coming from.
Aren't they coming from the north?
That's where the Strix are.
But I thought the rocks were. Wait.
No,
thought the
that
rocks
actually
were the
is
Strix.
no, that actually is where the Strix are. But everyone thought that the rocks were Strix because they're so close by.
Oh.
Because people have races.
They're probably coming from the south, where all the shit keeps happening.
Though, when you were talking about your feverish message from a few days ago,
They said it
they
was from the
clearly
west.
mentioned they were from the west.
Maybe it's
And that's
further
where we
west.
saw that bird thing.
You notice Iron Heel off to the side talking to one of the sergeants.
Mm-hmm.
The sergeant goes, yeah, and then comes over to Captain Harmony and sort of waits. Captain Harm talks over and she's like, no, I'll ask. She's like, it's been asked whether or not the patrols or scouts should move farther out from the fortress or should stay within sight of the fortress.
This is really bad shit we're dealing with.
Yeah, at least it would give us some prior knowledge, but given the history of previous patrols, I would say that at least for nighttime, don't stray too far.
Yeah. No,
So
not in the dark.
What about Arrow? Isn't Arrow to the west? Do we know they're okay?
I'm not sure.
But if maybe they're coming from further. Maybe something happened down there too.
Well, if we can communicate with Arrow and they're okay, there's a good chance that whoever we're chasing is located between here and Arrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she relays that info, and that's relayed down that that patrol should not go any farther than the clearing, the immediate vicinity.
Good thought.
Indeed.
Really?
Logic. Weird.
Hmm.
So
Right, I'm spent. I'm gonna go to bed.
Take a nap.
the evening
And I was
drags
like,
on.
that's all I could do. Sorry, my brain's done.
I think this time, instead of climbing up something, I'm actually just sitting on a fire, just kind of staring into it, like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah, I sit by the fire too.
Yeah.
I just
Actually,
sit to
clean my
consider what's
pistol.
doing it.
And
Do
a
maintenance.
small hubbub from the wall comes up. Lights in the forest. Everyone's up.
Everybody
Everyone's alert. There are 2 torches walking out from the woods to the south. And
To the south? From the
From the
south.
south.
There we go.
archers, everyone's on the wall. And
How close are they?
within, what's that, 100 feet. And it appears to be a woman and a man. And one of them is holding what appears to be a white handkerchief.
Surrender.
The man is holding a handkerchief, and the woman is holding both the torches. And they walk about
Low light vision. Can I
20.
see them?
Yes, the woman is beautiful.
Do I recognize this
Stunning.
woman?
How good you look like?
I have dark
You have
vision.
dark vision? She is Cassandra.
Turn back.
Oh no!
Everyone.
Ah!
And the gentleman appears to be just some dude,
Okay, assuming that works, I'm
Scruffy.
casting it now.
ponytail.
Oh, the ponytail kills it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's I was like, don't make him scruffy.
Alright, 29.
There's a couple murmurs on the wall. Are we holding fire? Is that a flag of surrender? You're like wait, no. Well, no.
Keep it trained.
No.
Okay. I want to cast spell immunity now on her.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like the
immunity
only
to-
thing is that I'm indecisive between which ones, because there's Charm Person, there's Charm Monster, which is better and also includes people, and Dominate.
You trying
which
to
I
tell me I'm
also
a
think-
monster again?
Well, it's beastier, so like
Yeah,
you
basically,
protect
it-
from the bigger bad.
Yeah, it can also work on monsters, but it also works. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Charm Person and Dominate.
All right.
Okay. So now
So
immune to
you are much more at ease, but you get that same feeling you
not
get
gonna-
when you look at Tarda.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do
it's-
anything about that.
I just even my crossbows out. I'm like, keep it trained.
They
can't.
walk out. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So scruffy dude, leathers, hunting leathers, not like murderer. No.
yeah, murderer.
These
Actually,
are my
I cast on
hunting
Leon
letters,
too,
not my
just in case.
not
Not
my
my
murder
master.
letters.
And
Leathers.
you can also see that she's wearing fairly usable clothes at the
Right.
leggings.
Mm-hmm.
She's not dressed in full gown.
No, because she's holding the torches.
Yeah.
You can see under the cloak. They get about 10, 20 yards into the clearing and stop. And wait for a reply.
State your business.
They're within bowshot. Oh, you shot that out the
Yeah. Oh, I'm right up front. Just fucking.
I'm like
wall?
I'm like right there
glaring.
too.
Be careful there.
When you shout down, Sandra looks up. And
I can do
Keep
that
your
spell
high
4
rolling
times. Are you up there too, Leon?
Yeah.
Okay, I also cast it on you.
We're all
You're
at the
immune to
front.
the charm person and
the
dominate.
guy says to the rest.
For
The guy shouts
several
out,
minutes. I think it's 10 minutes.
"We've come to talk, as you seem to be here in force."
It's like 2 hours.
And then in your head you hear, "Oh, you've come."
Check it out.
No, you came to us. Stop
You
looking
didn't
at me
hear
like that. Oh, damn
No,
it.
it's in my head.
Damn it.
Singular telepathy.
Yes.
Stupid telepathy. Not that I even know what's happening. But I'm still mad for
I'm
some
mad at
reason.
something.
Or
I
are you
don't know
not
what it
here to
is.
help?
What is your business?
Are you saying yours out loud at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm straight out loud.
Elise. That her?
Yes.
Good. I trained my pistol. Dude.
Can we just do the killing now?
I loose an arrow,
All right.
like, as a warning. State your business.
Well then.
Pissed. You don't fuck with my head. I fuck with my head. You don't fuck
That's
with my
right.
head.
So they both sort of look down at the arrow, and they both look up, and you hear in your head, box text. No. You hear in your head, well, son of Galro, then you may not know your history, as you are definitely one of mine. Oh well. And you remember Galro. That's a name far back in your family. And
Just
she...
call me son of Galro?
Or, sorry, child of.
I'm like,
Send
Wouldn't
it.
you kind of
Yeah.
sort of be okay with that though?
like, I don't care.
She drops,
Sorry, I didn't have my
she
glasses
drops
on.
one of the torches on the ground and then touches the shoulder of the other guy, and they both disappear.
That's so annoying.
Why are you shooting arrows at people and making them disappear?
It's a bad person.
I literally just dropped my crossbow and I stormed the fuck away. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit.
You then hear screeches from the south and to the north, as well as it is easy to make out forms in the trees.
Crossbow's up!
Many of them grotesque and unnerving.
2 arms!
Yeah.
You hear cupcake being muttered between the troops, and it becomes slowly a chant. Cupcake, cupcake, cupcake,
I promised I wouldn't. I
cupcake.
didn't tell them.
And everyone's on the walls, everyone's got their blades, everyone's ready.
I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm sorry, what was the name she dropped?
Galro. Go ahead and make me a int check. For a knowledge. I guess it'd be knowledge in local. Is that your own history?
Guess so? I'm sorry, you acknowledge no.
Just make me a straight int check.
I'm pissed, I don't know.
What is it?
6.
That never
Six?
gets old for me.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, well, make me a knowledge local then. Let's see if you recall any of that. Like, who the fuck is Gallo? Can't even spell
Oh,
it.
is that what?
24.
You're like, Galro. That was the name on the thing from the... they were related to us. Oh, wait. You had a great grandfather named Deirdre Galro, and he was rumored to have a son named Davin Galro, who was a half demon.
That's where I get it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's
So
all.
he's just my great grandpa.
Great.
Well, he's the son of the great, but
Okay.
he's missing a great.
Yeah. So three greats and a grand
Okay.
instead of 4.
That's the fun of playing tieflings.
Yeah.
Waiting for the lineage to come bite you in the butt.
Man,
So-
yeah.
Well,
Last time I played a tiefling, that happened
That's
too.
yeah. You put 2 and 2 together on this. That is who you're descended from.
Yeah.
But the
That's
name
where
was
I
in your
get it
head,
from.
right? We didn't hear the name.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
she.
That's
It's
not common
telepathy
knowledge.
of me. No, it's my knowledge.
Yeah, it's fine.
How about it? How
Alright.
to do with it?
For meal. Let's go.
Ooh.
Titans time?
Mhm.
Alright.
All
Are
right.
we doing that next?
No, yeah, we're doing that next time.
What,
It's 11:42.
What XP are you at?
We're at 155.
Yep.
155,000.
Oh yeah, because you just dinged 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys really want to go to 13,
Sure, why not?
Yes. I get cool stuff at 13. Let me have this.
all right, all right.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Just let me have this.
Just
Bump yourselves all up to 211,000.
So we're leveling again.
Yep.
Okay.
Because then I get other things I can use.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's
This
always-
is harder for. We just gave him more ammunition.
When
What's
you play
the
when you
next?
play games long enough, this is the double-edged sword. And
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm dinging. Oh no, oh no.
What's the next
Oh,
level?
after that,
Yeah.
it's
I like having it written.
level 14 would be 295.
Was one of my things I wanted out of this was to meet the people that made me this way?
Would you like me to recap?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
in the fantastic.
Let me give
Because I
you.
can't remember. Because like
Let me give
I
you
know.
one of them.
I
Mine
know.
was
I know
bullshit.
my thing
There
about.
was a hot spring scene that you really wanted.
okay,
I wanted to not die.
that's coming.
Was blind.
You wanted the negative square root of dick butts.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Did I really write that?
Well, or you put a dash and then square root of dick butts, but I think it's a negative.
I think it's a negative.
Oh, because it's imaginary dick
Because it's an
butt.
Yes.
imaginary dick butt.
Yes.
At some
But
point,
I
you
don't
have to-
remember. It was funny at the time.
Yeah.
And now I can't remember what the joke was.
I thought mine was don't end up being the healer. That's just the healer.
Yes.
So far, you haven't been.
No, because
Yeah.
I've been doing.
I think my other thing was to not die.
Yeah, I know. I put don't die.
Well, there's a reason we rescued a princess is because I asked for a carriage chase in there,
There you
and,
go.
and it
You
happened.
touch your carriage chase.
So,
Nice.
I'm getting a hot spring scenes with heart.
How do you know it's not going to be?
maybe
with
there's gonna be a bunch of
succubus,
other
though?
people.
Because I just shoot an arrow at her. She got mad at me.
Wait, so was that? So was my snuggle fest the imaginary dick butt?
Maybe you'll never know. That's
negative dick butt. Yeah, it's an
hard.
imaginary.
No, it's an imaginary number. It's a negative square root of dick butts. So it's an imaginary.
It's funny. I've been you said she
Why did I?
you said she needs she needs a frenemy,
Oh,
and I've attempted to give you 3 so far.
she's too. I don't know. It doesn't work. She's too.
No, it's okay.
Just-
There's a few
Wait, who
there's
were
a
the
few
frenemies?
elements I've
Did you have a
tried to
pencil?
add in, and
Well, who are the ones
they
besides
weren't
Delia?
Huh? She was actually an unexpected one.
Oh,
Like I was like, okay, I guess 4 then.
wait, who are the other ones? I don't even
Actually,
know.
Iron Heel was supposed to be one.
He hasn't even talked to me yet.
Yeah,
Well,
but when
maybe
they
you
showed
have-
up, yeah, you were like, oh, I nature, you nature, I nature better. But then he was like, oh, all your friends are dead. I guess I shouldn't be mean to you.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Oops. One of those things. We're fine. Everything's fine.
All right.
All right, Internet. That happened. I'm sorry for the really depressing game, and then
Careful what you wish for.
negative. Dick bucks.
I just want to know when that's going to happen.
So
How.
next month, we'll find out what happens at Fortress.
That's
Spear.
right.
Here.
In 3 weeks.
Next week,
Next week,
back to Masquerade.
Okay, I've got
come
enough
back to the
spells
city
now.
to see the repercussions of
Yeah,
our
freaking
preemptive strike.
That's the
Yes.
restoration.
Of our
And
coup.
disease. So.
Of our straight up just execution.
All right.
Oh, that's right. We killed that lady.
Yep.
And I ate it.
Good
I
night.
ate
Oh,
that.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good night, intern.
I was like, I'm
There it is. Every time it's